baby. Yeah.
Romantic.
Yeah. Garrett Allen.
Yeah.
That's my crazy. Yeah, because he was with TMG when he got on Studio C, and then he left them because he didn't want them to take the Studio C %.
Yeah.
And then, like this last year, he was like, I gotta get an agent again, and he got with McCarty.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Does TMG take the Studio C stuff or no?
I think so. I think Micah has like worked something out with them that like it's not like weekly. It's like I don't know. They have their own thing worked out that I'm not a part of. I don't have to fill out a voucher, which is nice. Yeah, but they don't take my writing stuff. Yeah.
You think that maybe?
Maybe there's a pattern we could just like push.
If anybody needs to go to the
Oh
bathroom,
my gosh, I'm so sorry.
Okay.
The worst.
I keep being like, no, I went to the bathroom before, but like, of course I'm gonna need to go. Like,
I'm totally getting this out. I've like started drinking water more regularly,
oh yeah,
which is
There are
good.
other options.
But also,
There's other.
you got a Stanley.
my wife had an extra one.
Oh,
Don't do that. But also,
just an extra. Yeah, I'll take them. Man, I love a water bottle. I have so many water bottles.
Oh, I don't
I know
like
part of
that.
me is like,
That's
should I
that's
put a
awful.
sticker here?
That's worse.
Because I know there's like some negative connotation. It's like, oh, it's
Of course you do.
so I'm like, yeah, should I put a cool sticker there? I don't know, but I also don't know. I like stickers, but I also like
Yeah. Let's reevaluate.
And then we need to
Oh my gosh.
that's true.
That would be. I think sorry.
It is for me.
Nashville.
It is for me.
It wouldn't be like, oh, okay.
All my friends, no, all my friends
Nope,
are
that's awful. You need to make sure. Okay.
I'm not, but
There's a boot barn. There's a boot barn in Salt Lake. Native American.
I really, you know what? I really need to make sure something happens so that they divide my no assets.
I know, but I just mean like emotion.
No, there's a, but
Everyone needs like a
but there's
connection.
a part of them.
Let's take off, you
I
know,
wish I could walk around
try to
and
catch up.
else I could go.
Yeah. That would just like,
It would make it easier to just go.
no, it would. It would make it a lot easier.
Yeah.
Hello.
How are you?
Mitts.
Thanks.
So rude to not say hi at church.
Hey, drive.
I was like, are you going in? And I'm like, I know, I was like, oh, should I come to you? Or I was leaving, but you were going, you're in the wrong ward.
Looking for the.
But I'm glad you went to LDS Chapel, it's that red brick chapel. It's a cool, like, yeah.
Bryson, you just don't get a photo.
How are you?
$6.99.
How's that? Is this where you're sitting?
Brother man.
Well, I'm sorry, Chris. I'm sorry to be like, how are you doing?
I hope I don't forget how to read.
That's awful.
Let's continue this when our mics are on.
I want Here's the thing. He's heard so much of me. Because guess who doesn't stop talking? On set or not? That's why one of my favorite guys.
It's like bishops or presidents in their second term where they just go,
Yep, you can see.
Ankle clip. Want to do it my chest here?
Holding for Will Rubio.
No, that I'm an actor.
Thank you for coming out. This is a script that I've worked on for a long time. It's been through many iterations, and everybody here is either somebody that I know and love or somebody that was recommended by somebody I know and love. So, oh wait, I got started all over, huh? Oh, that's cool. Anyway, thanks for being here. This is On Hold. I want your honest opinion and feedback. It's a different format. You're being read to, so just bear that in mind and use your creative imaginations. But without further ado, let's show these people some love for donating their time here. I didn't say that, but you guys are all donating your time. Thanks for being here, guys, and enjoy the presentation of On Hold. That was so fun. Check, check.
Check, check,
Check, check, check.
Lightly.
Check 1, 2.
check, 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 check.
Check.
Did I?
The voice of a generation, Lisa Clark, will be reading all of the narration.
Mateos.
Oh dear. We'll keep it moving.
Can you see? Are you?
Hi.
All right, so just so you understand the format a little bit, she'll be reading the stage directions, so just basically the action that's going on, and then the characters will shoot out their lines. So there'll be a lot of stage direction, character reading, different things like that. And yeah, away we go. Lisa.
Interior call core. We see the expanse of the large call center. Colorful characters walk along the aisles through a maze of cubicles. Large digital screen displays sales statistics. A banner hangs from the ceiling that reads, "Yes equals success." We see sales reps on phone calls, coffee being made. A conference room buzzes with a meeting in progress. Different cubicles decorated in a variety of different ways. Legend on hold. Interior call core, bullpen, John's desk. John Hansen, 30s, approachably handsome, is on a call and about to close a deal. Ruben Canada, 30s, short, approaches, eating a Danish. John gives Ruben the 1 sec gesture.
Yep, you're good to go. One last question. Have I met all your needs today? Great, great. Glad to hear it. Enjoy your new RoboVac 3200.
He hangs up the phone and springs up from his chair.
Welcome to Call Corp, newbie. How about a little tour?
John leads Ruben through the maze of cubicles like the seasoned pro he is. Ruben follows, working on his Danish.
Welcome. You're going to love it here. It's a world-class call center where, as a matter of principle, we make almost all of our calls exclusively at the most inconvenient times.
They turn the corner and we stay on sales rep number 1.
Hello, sir. If I could just have a moment of your time.
Interior dining room evening. A ring. A choking man struggles for breath as his friend answers his phone.
You're gonna have to call back.
Interior hospital. Ring. A team of doctors rush the choking man down the hall. His friend picks up.
It's still not a good time.
Interior funeral home. Ring. Mourners surrounding choking man's casket. His same friend takes the call.
It's still not a good time.
Interior call core bullpen moments later. John and Ruben continue their makeshift tour of the call center past a group of sales reps gathered around a massive paper shredder.
John, you want in? We're shredding an old iPad in here.
I'm good, buddy. That bad boy is like 25 years old and built like a tank. It serves no purpose since we went digital.
The group cheers as the shredder eats the iPad.
Maybe, I guess, team building?
Interior call core break room moments later. John pours himself a cup of coffee as Ruben listens.
Most people think when they dial the customer service number for that fancy new gizmo of theirs that they're calling the actual company that sold it. Nope. They're calling a company that was hired by several companies to act like the company that they think they're calling. That company pays people between $8.50 and $14 an hour to deal with your questions about a product that they've never seen before.
Interior call core bullpen moments later.
So here's some free advice to maximize your time here. Number 1, never give people your last name. It may seem overly cautious, but your last name leads to your Facebook page.
Barry Tartley, 40s, gay, gets into it with an angry caller.
Schultz, Barry Schultz. What do you think you're gonna do, dingbat?
We push in on Barry's Facebook page, open on his computer.
Which leads to the angry post that you made about the endless construction on your street.
Push into a selfie of Barry in front of a bulldozer with a street sign clearly in view.
Which is enough info for some whack job who's upset you didn't reverse the late fee on his Cabela's card to track you down.
Match frame to Barry's taking a selfie and lowering his iPhone, revealing the angry caller. Schultz!
Dingbat?
Interior call core bullpen moments later. John and Ruben walk past a scantily clad, sexy sales rep.
Number 2, this place has no dress code, and you won't win any brownie points with management dressing all stuffy. So just keep your head down, and you hardly even have to work.
John, why are you leaving us, baby?
For king and country, my love.
A unicycle guy rides past them, followed by a hippie in flowing linens. They end up back at interior call core bullpen John's desk.
And number 3, make friends with your cubicle corner. Nobody working this job is curing cancer anytime soon, but they're good people. I met my 2 best friends here.
On Carl Cinnamon, early 40s, bearded, easygoing teddy bear type. He wears chainmail and whittles a block of wood.
There's Carl, who's been working on a degree in medieval folklore at the local community college for the past 6 years. It's really just an excuse to play dress up with other grown men. They call it LARPing.
On Tommy Yang, late 20s, sarcastic, a youthful-looking Latino who tries hard to not be cynical, but fails. His desk is covered with motivational posters.
That's Tommy. He's really trying to strike it rich with a multi-level marketing company. He's currently hawking some sort of magic juice. Yeah, and that about does it. You'll eventually be taking my desk right there. And if you want, I can introduce you
Ruben
to...
begins a close, slow clap for an awkwardly long time.
Thank you.
Ruben pulls out another Danish.
Let me cut to the chase, John. This was just a visit of jocular curiosity. I was entertaining the idea of saving some of the steerage on this sinking ship before my marauders sent it to the depths.
I thought you were a new hire, but you're actually a pirate?
And you're actually a dingus. Your numbers indicate an effective sales rep, but this in-person soiree has revealed you to be a lucky slacker. So, to be clear, this olive branch has officially been unextended.
Ruben polishes off the Danish, then flips his hood, revealing the TalkTech logo on the back of his hoodie.
Good luck. You'll need it.
Tommy and Carl and John watch him leave.
What a weird little dick.
Nothing wrong with a weird little dick. Just ask Carl.
It's sufficient for my needs.
Did you know 87% of CEOs are over 6'2"? Height privilege is real.
Is that like white privilege?
Even better, women automatically want to have sex with you.
Where do I collect these privileges?
You're a couple inches short, bud.
It's sufficient for my needs.
Knock, knock, bitch boys.
They all turn to see Will, 30s, 80s bad guy vibes, who hands them a memo. They all look it over.
Huh, must be weird little dick day.
Mandatory team meeting before lunch, bullpen 15 minutes. Zabka will be in attendance, so try not to look like an incel bad boy band, sorry. Incel bad boy band. That's so hard to say.
Why is TalkTech on the agenda?
Word on the street is that it's an old-fashioned company merger. Only the strong will survive. The cream of the crop, the real men. So basically, all you guys are effed.
Will moves on quickly before John can respond. Interior Melvin's office, day. Melvin Purville, 50s, mild manner, navigates the confusing call core phone menu until it finally starts ringing. His 3 well-cared-for cats saunter around his office. Interior call core bullpen, Tommy's desk. A beep is heard. Tommy, still scanning the meeting agenda, picks up the call from Melvin. Intercut Tommy and Melvin.
Thank you for calling ABB Wireless. My name's Tom. How may I assist you?
Oh, I'm so glad I finally got through. My name is Melvin Purville, and I have...
Sorry, sir. May I place you on a brief hold?
I would prefer if you didn't, because...
Tommy puts his headset on the desk and slides over to John.
Dude, did you see this? A new company liaison position.
Carl, can you Google liaison for me?
Whatever it is, it'd be a promotion. You wouldn't have to leave. More money, more power.
More responsibility, longer hours. No thanks. Why don't you apply?
I would. I'm a natural-born leader. But my JJ downline is about to go bonkers. BT Dubs, you should come by the office again. The guys have been asking about you.
Interior Jazz Juice conference room. John and Tommy sit amongst a handful of other prospects at a Jazz Juice opportunity meeting. 2 high-energy bros give a ruckus presentation. Tommy is pumped. John glances at his watch as Interior call core bullpen, John's desk.
I've had my fill of the juice.
Carl scans the agenda memo. Sorry. Yeah.
No.
Something is amiss. The winds of change are blowing. Call Corp is in grave need of you. Stay, John.
What he said, minus the weird shit.
I'm 1 phone interview away from the TSA. $25 an hour to confiscate nail clippers all day. Yes, please.
Don't sell your soul to a useless government bureaucracy, man.
Are you going to pay my rent?
Don't you live with your brother?
It's a figure of speech.
Close on Tommy's headset.
Hello? Are you there?
Interior Melvin's office, continuous. The call clicks, dial tone. Melvin is irate.
Hello? Hello?
Interior call core bullpen, day. John, Tommy, and Carl stand together in the large open bullpen area. Carl is mixing Ovaltine powder in a goblet.
What if you have to actually fight a terrorist? That might be cool.
I'd be a hero.
Unless that terrorist forgot to take a Dasani out of his bag, he's getting right on through.
Sammy Long, late 20s geek, joins them without warning.
What up, my call center pimps?
Hey, Long.
'Tis our special friend.
Who let you out of your IT dungeon?
You guys hear the dirty 411 on the grapevine of the CC dark web?
Was that English?
Looks like we're all taking a midnight ride on the TT trouble train.
What's it like to not care about being normal? That must be nice.
You guys are the best.
John's cell phone rings. It reads private. It's the TSA.
Oh, this is it. Wish me luck.
Dibs on your chair. Mine has a finicky wheel.
John walks away from the group behind a pillar and answers. Across the room, Mr. Zabka, 50s, the eccentric head honcho of Calcor, walks in, and the room goes silent. Nikki Waters, late 20s, sharp and sexy, stands next to him.
Consummate professionalism. That's what we're about here at Calcorp. Every phone call, every ring, every push of that answer button is a moment that we can show how much we care. Customers reach out to us, and we reach back. Okay, first on the agenda, lunches.
Everyone's aware of Zabka, said John, still on with the TSA. Interior TSA office intercut between Berkshaw, John, and Zabka. Agent Berkshaw, 50s, jacked, is dressed in a highly decorated TSA uniform. He takes his job very seriously.
I'd take a bullet for your brother, Ray. That's the only reason we're expediting the interview process during a hiring freeze.
Hiring freeze? I thought that...
I need to hear you say it.
I'm sorry? Say what?
Tell me you want the job.
Oh, I want the job.
Weak. Are you a pussy, Jonathan?
Oh, excuse me?
I can't have any pussies here, John. One mistake and a terrorist gets through, then it's kaboom. Capiche? Now tell me you want this job.
So let's all practice a little more refrigerator respect. Okay, moving on. Let's see. Yes, as of this Monday, Calcorp will be merging with our former competitor, now partner, TalkTech.
The threat of layoffs sweeps over the room.
Now, there's no need to fear. Each and every one of you will always potentially have a place here at Calcorp.
Across the room, John's conversation escalates.
I want the job.
Let it out, John. Show me you're ready to stop a terrorist.
I want the job.
As such, the position of merger liaison has manifested itself.
Come on, John, let me hear you.
I want the job!
All eyes turn to the back of the room. John peeks his head out from behind the column to see if anyone heard him.
There it is, yes. We'll be in touch in 1 to 6 months when the hiring freeze is over. Congress, am I right?
Click. The room is tense. Zabka breaks the silence.
John, right? I'm impressed with your initiative. The position's yours.
The position?
Mr. Zabka, sir, as the current floor administrator, I feel
Fortune favors the bold, William. I'm sure you all remember Nicola, who left us last year for corporate. John, our new Calcorp merger liaison, will be working directly with her and the TalkTech liaison to sift through our immense talent pool and ensure that we're all overly prepared to face whatever challenges may arise.
John notices Nikki. They share a look as we flash into a rapid-fire montage of John clamming up and acting weird around Nikki before she left for corporate. The montage ends back at Interior Calcorp, bullpen, John's desk. John peers over his cubicle wall, watching Will flirt hard with Nikki. She laughs as he slumps back into his seat.
In medieval times, the common folk would carry around goat figurines to ward off bad luck. I've been working on this for a paladin in my guild for quite some time. But I want you to have it.
He hands it to John. It loosely resembles a goat.
Thanks.
That sounds very made up.
Or was it a horse?
Cheer up, buddy. At least you get to work with Nikki. That ought to brighten up your man parts.
That would be awesome if every time I saw her, I didn't clam up like...
John, can I talk to you for a second?
Whoa!
Everyone jumps, startled. Nikki stands behind them.
Hey, sure. Let me just grab my goat figurine. This guy.
John grabs the wooden goat and has an aside with Nikki.
What's that?
It's a goat. Or a horse, maybe.
And you needed that for our conversation.
Well, in medieval times, people used these for different things. Anywho, never leaves my side.
John makes a goat noise. It's awkward.
Meh.
Gives him a look.
Okay, noted. I have to admit, I was pretty surprised when you volunteered.
Yeah, you know how much I love volunteering.
Yeah, no, I don't really remember that.
Oh, yeah. I do tons of stuff, Big Brothers, dog shelters.
Well, I'm excited to work with you.
Really?
Of course. You've always been, such a good...
Time slows down. John, Tommy, and Carl brace for impact. Time goes back to normal. Tom and Carl wince.
Friend, yeah. You too.
Zabka will meet you with the first thing in the morning, 9 a.m.
John nods as Nikki walks away. He checks the goat at Carl.
Your goat's broken.
He didn't mean that.
Interior Ray's house living room night. Intercut. John lives in his younger brother's palatial home. He's slumped on the couch, surrounded by empty food wrappers and soda cans. He engages in an intense Xbox battle in front of a massive big screen TV. He converses with Tommy and Carl over a headset.
Damn it, Tommy, back me up. He's coming around the corner.
Interior Tommy's house, bedroom, night, intercut. Tommy sits in his overly crowded bedroom. The room is covered with motivational posters and filled with tons of network marketing products from his failed ventures.
Give me a second. I'm busy.
Insert, Tommy's game character is following a hot female NPC.
Carl, spray him. Tommy's gone AWOL.
Interior Carl's mother's house, backyard shed, intercut. Carl in his HQ, a shed in the backyard of his mother's house, loosely decorated as a medieval castle. Swords, axes, and other medieval stuff hang on the walls, mixed in as storage bins and a washer and dryer. Intercut, Johnny, Tommy, and Carl.
AWOL my ass.
We're toast. Use your scream power.
Just like you did at work today?
Whoa, low blow, dude.
Or no blow, as Nikki would say.
Hilarious. Sending in the scream now.
Insert John's character using scream power.
Yeah, funny I didn't turn into a bumbling idiot every time I saw her dumb, beautiful face.
Carl's mom, Tammy, bursts in the shed with a basket of laundry. The other guys can hear her yelling.
You've got to start knocking.
I am not going to knock to come into my own laundry room. You get off the Xbox.
Give me a minute.
You've given you 38 years.
What are you talking about? Sorry, guys. The Lord of the Manor beckons.
Hi to Mom.
I got a jet too. I should be working on the DL. Only 4 signups away from a trip to Cabo.
Well, I guess the party's over.
John's brother, Ray Hansen, 20s, enters the room. He's live streaming from his cell phone to his massive online audience. He is a cocksure self-help online mentor. He's 50% Tony Robbins and 50% Andrew Tate.
Party's just getting started, bro.
POV of the camera phone, Ray in the foreground, and John playing Xbox in the background.
Check this out. Primo learning opportunity here. Behind me is my brother John. Growing up, we had the same parents and by and large the same opportunities to succeed. Now John works for a lame-ass job selling rash cream over the phone. And the only reason he isn't living on the street is because I provide for him.
John walks to the bookshelf, grabs a paper and a marker, while Ray follows him with the phone.
So why is it that I'm hugely successful? I own a Bugatti and I'm partying every night with beautiful celebrities and having tons of fully consensual sexual intercourse with hot chicks, while he wallows in the depressing reality of a sad existence.
John holds up a sign. Ray peed the bed until he was 14 years old. Ray tries to frame him out, but John follows.
One word, X-ray vision. If you were to take my proven 69-step program, he could easily take his life to the next level in only 4 weeks. For only $69, he'd get the high-quality, full-color PDF with every step needed to change his life. So in honor of my bro, for a limited time, you can head over to my site and enter the promo code Don't Be Like John, one word, all caps, for 15% off. Remember, when you take a step, you take a chance. Later, visionaries.
Ray ends the broadcast and casually walks to the kitchen.
What up, bro?
Interior Ray's house, kitchen, continuous. Ray pours himself a bowl of cereal.
So you're going to pay some rent this month? Or?
Well, if I did that, you wouldn't have anything to talk about on your broadcast.
Ray plops down on the couch and chomps on his cereal.
It's called the live stream, bro. So how many dildos did you sell today?
John ignores him and keeps playing the Xbox.
I'm messing with you, for real, though. Like, I'm down to give you coaching, free of charge.
No, thank you.
Come on. Let me help you, bro. I mean, what was your main success point today?
Oh, good question. There was actually something that I did want to show you.
John searches the couch and pulls out his middle finger.
Oh, you're killing me. You know that, right? Like I'm like a freaking cruise ship swimming in gold and chicks over here. I mean, looking over the edge of my big bro drowning, trying to throw him a pussy-laden life vest, and he just keeps pushing it away.
Wait, so are you swimming or are you looking over the edge of a cruise ship? I don't understand.
Look, you're good at sales. I know you are. Let me show you how to sell yourself, bro. You should at least be at the top of that shit heap you're working at.
Technically, I got promoted today.
Dude, that's great.
I'm not taking it.
Okay, I see what's going on here. You know the purpose paradox? Step 17. You won't be thrilled unless you're feeling fulfilled. It's because you're destined for greater things, bro. You could be like me.
Helping people live out their dreams in 3 easy payments?
Oh, you're talking. We could be huge, man. We could be a couple of sage siblings.
No thanks.
No, that's good. Why not?
John loses his cool.
Because I don't want to. I don't want to sit there and broadcast my life for every grubby, lazy at the core nobody who feels validated when they hear your empty platitudes about reaching for the stars and shit.
Yeah, well, those people buy stuff.
They pretend like they're living their life when what they're really doing is just staring into their phones while you live it for them. You're selling delusion, and I'm pretty sure that makes you a scumbag.
A long beat. Ray gets up slowly.
Ray, I didn't mean.
Bro, you walk around pretending to be this nice guy, feeling all superior because you're self-aware of how screwed up you fucking are? Wow, I have an anxious attachment style. Wow, my daddy was so mean.
He was.
Or maybe you're just weak. In life, in life, the only thing you should be selling is yourself. And right now, you're definitely not hitting the quota.
John pretends to be unaffected as Ray walks off.
Dang, that was heavy.
I could use some X-ray vision.
John yanks off the headset, realizing Tommy and Carl have been listening in the whole time. Interior call court Zabka's office. John sits in a large, high-backed chair, nervously sipping a glass of water. Zabka stares at front of him from behind a large desk.
John, I care about CallCorp deeply. It's my second home.
John looks over to the sofa, a swirly blanket, chips, and a beer can strewn about. Clearly, Zabka sleeps in his office.
I admire your dedication.
Zabka notices John's gaze.
Mrs. Zabka and I are experiencing a little trouble in paradise, but I suppose it's the price I pay for animalistic passion that we share. Anyway, onward and upward, John Hanson, merger liaison extraordinaire. Exciting times.
Yes, about that. I'm afraid there's been a misunderstanding. I can't take the position.
Oh no, that's too bad.
A toilet flushes. Ruben emerges from the in-office bathroom, eating a donut.
Where are my manners? John, meet Ruben, the Talk Tech liaison. You'd be working together to unite our clans during this tumultuous turnover.
If John doesn't feel good about the position, I'm perfectly capable of making decisions for both squads.
Zabka stands and gazes out of the large window that looks out on the call center below. As he does, Ruben offers John a handshake, withdraws as John reaches, and flips him off.
I'm not going to sugarcoat this thing, boys. Based on what already happened at Talk Tech, we may be looking at significant layoffs.
We lost a lot of great reps.
John walks over to Zabka at the window.
Wait, who's getting fired?
It all comes down to the numbers. In 4 weeks, the corporate executives have a site visit planned. Only reps with a positive SSR have a chance of staying on.
They look down on Carl and Tommy tossing grapes. Carl lands a grape in his mouth, does an over-the-top celebratory dance.
Yes.
The digital screen above them shows dismal numbers.
When my guys join the team, we'll turn things around in no time. Just call us the Great Eight.
Behind Zabka, Ruben eyes John as he air humps menacingly. Sorry.
Menacing.
Menacingly.
No,
Yep. Menacingly. That was it. I found it.
I don't understand.
Mr. Canada and his remaining Talk Tech associates will be joining us.
Interior call corp entrance. Suddenly, the entrance to the great floor bursts open in a badass slow-mo sequence. The Great Eight from Talk Tech enter the call center dressed the same and marching in step. Ruben looks down on from above with a wiry grin. In unison, they plug in their headsets, and the dull whisper of them taking calls descends like a snowfall over the call center. Almost immediately, the cue shows a jump in sales.
I have no doubt that we'll be able to turn things around, Mr. Zabka.
Ruben directs a cross-handed crotch thrust at John while Zabka gazes up the call floor, lost in thought.
Don't worry, John. I'll make sure to take care of your friends.
You know, back in my day, we used to handle delicate situations like this in a manner that wasn't quite as civil as a corporate merger.
Interior call corp flashback 1976. A young Zabka in full 70s garb is in a vicious, over-the-top, slow-mo call battle with his 1970s contemporaries. Big stashes, massive lapels, bell-bottoms, cigarettes, and booze.
We used to settle who stays and who goes like real men. We'd go toe-to-toe over the phone, matching wit, skills, and grit in what was aptly titled a call-off.
Young Zabka is in the middle of an intense celebration. He ruthlessly mocks the loser of the battle.
A call-off?
They were real bloodbaths, let me tell you. Could make or break a career in one call, like that.
Interior call corps Zabka's office, end flashback.
You'd put it all on the line for your fellow reps. That's not the world we live in anymore, is it?
John's eyes dart between Ruben making threatening gestures, Zabka's melancholy, Carl and Tommy goofing off. He catches sight of Will flirting with Nikki. Time for a decision. Then
I'll do it. Count me in.
Zabka slaps his arm around John.
Excellent! Fantastic news.
Just outside of Zabka's line of sight, Ruben gives John the throat cut gesture. Interior call corps conference room later. Nikki is reviewing a stack of employee performance reviews as John enters with a cup of coffee and sets it down.
Oh, thanks, John.
Oh, sorry. I was actually going to get you one, but then Barry skipped me and filled his massive thermos up so that I would have to brew a new pot, and I would totally do that. And I'm not saying you're not worth a new pot or whatever. It's just that
John, I was joking.
She puts a stack of files in front of him.
I know. What are these?
These are the latest performance reviews with the SSRs for all the Call Corp employees.
SSR, and SSR is the
Sales.
John
and
searches
support
until Nikki
ratio.
slowly sounds it out for him.
Really? It's all the calls that end with, yes, you've met all my needs divided by the total number of qualified calls. Yours is 86%.
And that's good.
Yes, it's very good. So, how can we implement your clearly successful phone strategy? What's your secret, other than willful ignorance?
I don't really know how to explain it. Yeah, things are different on the phone.
How so?
Well, I'm not ever going to see this person, right? So it feels like nothing I say is really going to matter. So I guess I just say whatever I want.
Well, then that's easy. We'll just make an announcement. Hey, everyone, just say whatever you want.
You're joking.
Weren't you?
Yeah, of course.
Awkward beat.
Well, let's start by identifying our objectives. What do you want?
What do I want?
John stares at her blankly, lost in her beauty.
Yeah, well, we'll start there. Tell me what you want.
Nikki's voice fades out. John stares at her in a trance. Dream sequence.
I said, don't you want me?
Nikki is in full 80s attire. John's hair is teased to a high heaven. Don't you want me, baby? Blares as Nikki does a sexy and cute dance on the conference room table. She grabs John by the collar and brings her lips close to his.
Don't you want me, baby? Don't you want me? Oh.
And dream sequence. Smash back to reality.
Yes, I want you.
Excuse me?
I want you to give me the weekend, and I'll definitely have something on Monday.
Exterior Ray's house pool golden hour. Ray walks into his backyard paradise shirtless, live streaming to his audience of adoring fans. We cut back and forth between Ray's live feed with POV with likes, hearts, and smileys filling the screen and our regular POV.
And that's basically how I ended up saving that park ranger. Step 27, don't get too heady, just be ready. Ray Lover 32 wants a tour of the backyard. You know what? We hit our goal. You gifted me 1,000 golden buffaloes, so I'm gonna do it right now.
The likes go crazy. He walks over to the elaborate pool.
I've hosted some pretty epic parties back here with some amazing guests, celebrities, artists, politicians.
Ray notices John and is annoyed that he's in the backyard.
Oh, look, it's the guest that never leaves, my self-righteous brother John. What a perfect moment for a visionary call to action.
Visionary call to action.
Ray presses a button on his phone and a graphic pops up. Visionary call to action, followed by an obnoxious sound effect.
Let's give John some motivation to stop procrastinating, get off his ass, and make something of himself, yeah?
What are you doing?
Here's what I want you to do. Send John an inspiring text message. Write down his number right now. 818-567-5742. Yeah?
Boom, John's papers go flying as he tackles Ray and tries to rustle the phone away. The live feed goes crazy.
What the hell, bro?
Almost immediately, John's phone starts buzzing and going crazy as they continue to roll around on the ground.
Why are you such an asshole?
I'm not the one dicking around here ruining my live stream.
Insert John's phone getting inspiring texts on the computer. John manages to rustle the phone away from Ray and chucks it into the pool. The live feed continues as the phone sinks.
Ah!
Sorry.
Get out now.
Are you really kicking me out?
No, but seriously, man, what is all this? You know I go livesies at 6:30. Someone's got to pay the bills.
Something on the scattered paper catches Ray's attention. John scrambles to pick them up, embarrassed.
It's not a big deal. I just need to figure out how to train some people at work. Don't freak out.
No, you printed. Is this my stuff?
Maybe.
Slam cut to the underwife live feed POV goes crazy as Ray jumps into the pool and swims into frame and screams bubbles of excitement. Ray pops up out of the water, triumphant.
My bro just started X-ray vision. He's a visionary. Woohoo!
John can't help but be a little amused. Interior Call Corp conference room montage. John at the head of the conference room explaining X-ray vision to Carl, Tommy, Long, Barry, and other Call Corp employees. The call board shows the Talk Tech team, SSR, ahead of the Call Corp.
Step 18, don't put yourself on a shelf, just be yourself.
Interior Call Corp cubicle corner. A call beeps in on Carl's headset. John listens in. Carl looks up at him as if for permission. John nods.
Good morrow. 'Twould be my pleasure to assist you in purchasing endeavor. Speak your mind.
Interior Ray's house. John takes note as Ray's excitedly scribbles on a whiteboard and explains his system. Interior Call Corp conference room. The call board shows Call Corp inching closer to Talk Tech.
Step 43, if the other guy's a clown, make sure you calm down.
Interior call corp, Barry's desk.
Are you brain dead?
Barry stands as rage fills his eyes. John calms him down.
That's a valid question, sir.
Interior call corp, Zabka's office. Zabka looks down on the call center optimistically. The call board is almost neck and neck. Exterior Ray's backyard. A shirtless Ray brings over 2 fruity drinks as John keeps taking notes.
Step 52. If you don't know where to go, use what you know.
Interior call corp, conference room.
If you don't know where to go, just use what you know.
Interior call corp, cubicle corner. John teaches Tommy with a pyramid diagram. Tommy gets it, and montage. Interior call corp, bullpen later. John walks down the aisle with a sense of accomplishment. The call corp crew gathers around the queue at the end of the day. The call board shows call corp with plus 25% SSR over yesterday.
Our best score yet. Nice work, everybody.
The SSR of the Great 8 pops up on the display. They somehow manage a 50% increase and outperformed the call corp team. Enthusiasm turns to despair.
We're screwed.
All that work for nothing.
How is our close percentage so high? Mischief is afoot.
They don't know our system or our product lines. Something's up, man.
We'll get them tomorrow. Don't worry about it.
They disband dejected. John sees Nikki entered into her office.
Rule 34, if you feel the itch, don't be a bitch.
Intern call corp, Nikki's office. Nikki gathers her things as she gets ready to leave. John knocks on the door and enters.
Hey.
Well, hello. Nice work out there. Looks like things are really improving.
Yeah, we still have some work to do, but I think we'll get there.
Awkward beat.
So
did you need something?
yeah, I was wondering, I mean, it's quitting time, and we both have to go somewhere, so.
The awkwardness is interrupted by a knock at the door.
You ready, Nikki?
Yeah, let's do it.
Nikki heads out and John follows.
What up, Hanson? You lost?
Will invited me out for drinks. You want to come with?
Nah, pretty sure he has Pilates class or something to do too.
Oh, stop it. You should come.
No, it's cool. I actually have to go to the bathroom.
John breaks off and heads into the interior call corp bathroom, continuous.
Okay, I'll see you later.
John makes his way to a urinal, silently berating himself. Suddenly, the bathroom doors burst open. Like a military hive unit, the Great 8 enter in formation and move to the urinals. In unison, they simultaneously unzip and begin peeing in one powerful flow, including the women. He awkwardly glances around as they stare forward.
This must be a scheduling nightmare.
A slow clap echoes from behind him. John looks over his shoulder to see Reuben, the little leader leaning against the wall, watching. Reuben chomps on a donut.
Appears you're more capable than I originally supposed. John Hanson of 221 Coronado Way.
John zips and moves to the sink.
That's a little disturbing.
What is? That I know your entire personal and professional history?
No, that you're eating a donut in the bathroom.
Reuben licks his fingers, speaking with a full mouth.
I'd like to know my competition. I realize I'm being generous referring to you as such. Our relationship is more accurately described as predator and prey.
A round of united smirky laughter emits from the Great 8, who all face John in a half circle.
Whoa, I'm pretty sure we're on the same team, guys. Lighten up.
John attempts to move to the exit, but Reuben blocks his path.
Come on, are you serious right now?
It's nice that you're trying to save your friends. No believing. But my cohorts and I are an unstoppable force of nature. So fair warning. You better run for cover.
Reuben slowly gets out of the way, allowing John to exit. Exterior Ray's house, street night. John's old clunker pulls up to the driveway where a massive party is in full swing. The driveway is full and the street is lined with cars in both directions. Nowhere to park.
Fantastic.
Exterior Ray's house, doorway, night. John trudges across the lawn into the front door as music and the sound of the partying thump inside. A line full of eager partygoers is formed with velvet ropes and all. John pushes past people but is stopped by a massive bouncer.
Where do you think you're going?
I live here.
The bouncer and party people in line chuckle.
Seriously, I'm Ray's brother.
I already tried that. Let me see your follower count.
My what?
Your follower count on Factogram. It's a party for influencers. Social media magnates, world changers, baby, and hot chicks. The Zennial and Centennial Trilateral Commission. A high follower count could get you past this threshold, of which I'm the gatekeeper.
John huffs and shows his phone to the bouncer, who chuckles.
Come back when your life has meaning.
Exterior Ray's house, front lawn. John steps away and calls Ray. The call goes straight to the voicemail. He heads towards the backyard. Exterior Ray's house, backyard wall. John struggles to climb over the backward wall as he breaks into his own home. He gets over the top, slips, and crashes down. Exterior Ray's house, pool. John emerges from the bushes and into the pool area.
John, dude, get your ass over here.
Ray approaches with Hugh Hefner vibes in full party mode.
You could have told me you were throwing a party, or at least put my name on the list.
Bro, I didn't even know this was going down until I X'd out the invite like an hour ago. That's the power of
X-ray vision! John is startled by the unified cult-like chant. Ray wraps his arms around John as they walk. Interior Ray's house, continuous.
Look, I know you aren't much of a partier, so it really means a lot to me that to see you come to one of my events. I'm so glad you came, bro.
I live here.
A server passes by with shots on a tray. Ray grabs two.
Right, let's take a shot.
Maybe later.
Ray downs them both. They walk through the madhouse.
Rule 68, at the end of the day, you gotta learn how to play. How's it going with X-ray vision at work?
Interior Ray's house, John's room, continuous.
Pretty good, I guess. We can't seem to get ahead of the grade 8.
The who? Look, unacceptable. Let's work out a strategy for success.
Now, it seems like you're busy.
Bullshit, I've always got time for you, bro. You're priority numero uno.
Okay. Well, first of all, there's this
Two
guy.
hot girls walk up and start doting on Ray.
Get out. Right now, we'll talk later.
John reluctantly closes the door, then realizes
This is my room.
Interior call core longs IT tech support dungeon cubicle day. Long sits in a dimly lit windowless room. Glass is illuminated by the massive quad display of computer screens. Her area is covered in collectible action figures and other geeky things. The screens are filled with newspaper clippings and other research about the grade 8. A call beeps in.
Tech support, how can I assist?
Tech support? They sent me to tech support? I've been on hold for the past hour, and they transferred me to tech support?
Whoa, slow your roll, Big Daddy. What's the problem?
I received a notification for a change on my billing statement.
Yeah, you're gonna want to speak with someone in customer service.
Long scans through the articles while helping Melvin.
The last guy said that he transferred me to you.
Something catches her eye on screen. It's Ruben. She clicks through several articles, each with a picture of Ruben. Headlines like, "Call Y'all Goes Kaput" and "No Home for Phone Zone."
Are you shitting me?
Excuse me?
Long hits print.
I'm sorry for the confusion, sir. I'll transfer you to the right department, but I'm gonna have to put you
Don't you say it.
on hold.
No!
Melvin shakes his fists. His no ends abruptly with the chirp of the call dropping. Beat. He lets out another
No!
interior call corp. Hallway day. Long bolts through the hallway, sweating and pushing past everyone. She's the guy in Armageddon who tells them that the asteroid is 18 days away. Interior call corporal pen day. Long bolts to the group who are casually taking calls. She slams down all of their hang-up buttons.
Hey, I was about to close.
This is for your own good, boys.
Long peeks over the cubicle wall and sees Will and Ruben in conversation. They look over and she sheepishly smiles.
What are you doing?
Shut up.
Carl points his foam dagger at her.
We are on the battlefield.
Long stuffs the papers in John's face. He scans it. Exterior call core, parking lot, day. Long paces back and forth as John, Tommy, Carl look over the discovery.
I knew something was off about these guys.
John flips through the articles. In one, Ruben has a beard. In another, just a mustache. In another, a mohawk. Long slumps to the curb of the parking lot next to John.
I can't believe this is happening. My resume is a mess.
This isn't just my trade. It is my home. To whither shall I go?
I can't lose Call Corp.
How are they doing it? Our SSRs barely go positive, but theirs are always through the roof.
Guys, there is only one plausible explanation for this madness. Sorcery!
They raise bewildered eyebrows at Carl.
Sorcery is the art of deception. The warlock distracts your mind while he steals your heart, right out from underneath you.
And I get called the weird one.
John ponders Carl's words.
You might be onto something, Carl. I have no idea what. But
Oh, come on, there's a simple explanation here. This is what they do. They take over businesses. They took down Phone Zone and Call Y'all and Speak Space, and Call Corp is next on the list.
A slow clap can be heard as Ruben approaches. They spin to see the Great Eight walking toward them.
I never thought I would agree with one of you pathetic losers, but once you vocalized the truth.
One of Ruben's men lightly peels the wrapper off an ice cream sandwich and holds it to Ruben's mouth to bite.
You're not going to get away with this.
Oh, what a cute, ignorant declaration, Mr. Hanson. We already have. It's only a matter of time. You'd do better to just accept it.
Yeah, resistance is futile. You must assimilate. We get it.
You don't want to go toe-to-toe with me on pop culture quips, Tommy Yang. For that is a battle you are sure to lose.
Oh, bring it on, Tiny Tim.
Reuben and his crew step closer to them.
We will oust the entire lot of you the same way we did to countless others.
It was 3 other call centers.
Countless.
Countless is like infinity. 1, 2, 3. I just counted to 3.
Oh, well, can you count to 1?
Reuben shoots up his middle finger as he and the Great Eight. The gang is demoralized, but there is a glint of determination in John's eyes.
We need help from the inside.
Interior Call Corp bullpen later. John finishes a call as he sees Nikki pass. He grabs his jacket and falls in step with her. Everyone heads home.
Nikki, hey.
Hey, you're here late.
You know me. Can we talk for a sec?
Interior Call Corp conference room continuous. John ushers Nikki into an open conference room and closes the door. He shuts the shades, unplugs the phone, searches the plant for a listening device, and dumps the candy bowl into the trash can. He turns to her.
Hey, can I trust you?
John, what is going on?
What happens if our numbers aren't as good, or good, but say not as good as the Talk Tech tool bags?
You know how these things go. If they can get more output out of fewer employees, I mean, well, you know.
He steps closer to her, closer than HR would condone.
But is there a way that they can, take over the company?
Who?
The Great Eight.
What are you talking about?
What I'm about to tell you is going to sound crazy.
John grabs Nikki and looks her in the eyes. Nikki stares back. There is an unexpected connection. Could there be sexual tension between them? Should he kiss her? The spell is broken by a knock at the door.
You ready, Nikki?
Will stands at the door.
Saw you walking here with pencil dick, and I figured you might need some protection.
Trust no one.
Let me grab my coat. We'll finish this conversation later. Call me.
You mean not at work?
Nikki smiles and exits around the corner.
That's cute, Hanson. What's your first date gonna be? Smoking some weed and playing Xbox? What's dinner, a bag of Mike and Ike's?
Shut up, Will.
Will steps closer. John's newfound confidence falters a bit.
You're lucky. I gotta save my strength for Nikki tonight. Gonna give her an extra dose of will.
Ready?
Yeah, you know it.
Will walks off, arm around Nikki. She glances back at John. Interior Ray's house, John's bedroom, night. John lies in bed, tossing and turning. Dream sequence. John visualizes Reuben towering over him. He stomps him into the earth. Will emerges from beneath him in a massive fire-breathing demon, clutching a screaming Nikki in one hand. It's a scene of apocalyptic chaos. John struggles near death, crawling on a burning battlefield. A glowing cherubic person approaches and lifts him up, cradling his weary head. The person gives him drink. After a few hefty gulps, John spits it out.
Oh, is that jazz juice?
John blinks and the cherubic person suddenly has 2 heads. One is Carl and the other is Tommy.
Your enemies employ subterfuge to defeat you. The IT baby can hear your will. The IT baby knows how to play the game. Now consume this jazzy nectar in honor of the gods.
Cherubic Carl Tommy forcefully pour jazz juice down his throat. John fights it as he splashes all over his face. End dream sequence. John snaps awake in his bed, coughing and gasping for air. It takes a moment to calm down. He thinks. Interior Call Corp bullpen, morning. John spastically enters the call center bullpen. A tall rep with his tie stuck in the paper shredder pleads for help as John cruises by oblivious. Tommy and Carl take calls.
Guys, the IT baby knows the way.
You all right, man? You look tired.
They put their calls on hold. John grabs both of their faces and presses them together suspiciously. Then,
I'm fine. Follow me.
Interior Call Corp Tech Center, morning. John walks to the tech support area. It is a sea of freaks and geeks that gets weirder and weirder. Long sees them approach. She's elated, like the friend who never believed you want to have a sleepover at their house.
Oh my God! Hey, did you finally come to check out the collectibles?
The other nerds gawk like Long is speaking to a celebrity. The freaks and geeks have begun to gather around them.
I need a favor, but not here.
Wide shot of IT freaks who now encircle them, gawking.
Of course I could do it, but
Exterior Call Corp parking lot day. John has gathered Tommy, Carl, and Long to an empty section.
getting access to Will's QCC would be a suicide mission.
QCC?
The Quality Control Code.
What the hell is that?
I imagine it's similar to the Paladin Code of Honor. I had to swear when I joined their tribe.
Not exactly. It's an access code that lets management listen into the calls on the dialer from anywhere. They gave me one, but when I became the liaison, but mine only works for Call Corp employees.
As the floor admin, Will's code has access to everyone's dialer, so we'd be able to listen in and see what the Great Eight is up to.
Exactly, but we'd be taking it from Will, who sucks, so we'll probably get fired if we get caught.
A tense beat as everyone takes that in.
Look, a couple weeks ago, I was planning to leave, so I know it seems crazy to follow me right now, but somewhere in the past few weeks, I don't know, I started caring. I need your help, but no hard feelings if it's asking too much.
Carl ponders deeply. Resolved, he throws his foam axe over his shoulder and gazes off into the sun.
Call Corps allows me to be me. It lets me bring my whole self to work and even pays me money. I can't get that anywhere else other than prairie lands of Elderforth, the north. I am prepared to die for our cause.
Don't think it'll come to that, but thank you.
I will die for our cause.
No, you're gonna be fine.
Death. I will die.
I'm just saying, once we cross this line, there's no going back. Long?
Are you kidding me? This is so badass. I'm so freaking in.
They look at Tommy. He's worried.
Do you know how much it costs for a monthly auto ship of Jazz Juice? $137.43. I'm signed up for 4. Well, technically 1 on my regular leg, and then I put my second account on my power leg, which is legal, but I got my mom and brother signed up on the weak leg of my downline so I could qualify for Golan SVP and hit the Coltrane qualifier so I can win the Cabo trip at the end of the month. I'm paying for all of it.
The others feign empathy amidst their confusion.
Okay, I can't lose my job. If I get fired, I lose Cabo. I lose my status. I'll literally have nothing.
Tommy, when you do what's right, it's always worth the fight.
Oh, that was a good one. What X-ray vision step is that?
John exudes a new confidence. His eyes lock with Tommy's.
That one's mine. You in?
What's the plan?
As John's about to speak, Carl suddenly steps forward.
I've put a lot of thought into this, guys. And frankly, I thought you'd never ask.
Wait, what?
Cue the Ocean 11 style score. Slam cut to exterior Will's house, street morning. Will walks from his door to his car. Carl observes him from a bush, only a few feet away, wearing medieval camouflage.
From what I've gathered, Will is an exactitudinarian.
That's not even a real word.
Our timing will have to be perfect.
Just say that.
Carl waits until Will's car pulls from the driveway. He quickly scribbles a note and puts it in a falconer's glove. Suddenly, a large raven with a pouch lands on his arm. He places the note in the pouch and sends the raven airborne.
Fly, faithful messenger! Carry my words on your wings!
Insert POV shot of the raven flying over the town. Exterior coffee shop morning. Tommy casually leans on the wall of a coffee shop wearing a fake hipster beard and a giant Rastafari beanie.
You're next up, Tommy.
Suddenly, Tommy is attacked by the raven.
Ow! Ah! Ow!
He tears the scribbled note from the raven before shaking it away. He opens the note, which reads, "He's on the way."
A phone call wouldn't work?
We must assume the Great Eight are using the QCC to listen to us.
Tommy sees Will pull up. He slips on thick-rimmed glasses and sneaks in the back door. Interior coffee shop. Moments later, Will stands in line with the morning coffee crowd. Tommy keeps an eye on Will while handling coffee orders.
Tommy will administer the elixir.
Tommy slips a misty potion into Will's morning coffee.
Medium drip for Will?
Tommy hands the coffee to Will, who takes a few steps from the counter and looks back, but Tommy is gone.
From here, it will be on you, Long.
Exterior coffee shop day. Long hacks into Will's Tesla and opens the door. She plugs into the car's computer. Will walks out of the coffee shop, sipping his drink. He starts to stumble. He gets in the driver's side, but Long is gone. Will is super groggy and knocks out. Long pops up from the driver's seat. She presses a button, and the Tesla starts driving itself.
I've dreamt about this moment.
Interior calls mother's house, backyard shed, night. Will awakens in Carl's grungy HQ underneath one swinging light bulb and tied to a wooden chair. He's blindfolded.
Next up is legendary Call Corp negotiator, John Hanson.
John slides a chair up to Will and drops on it backwards like a CIA Black Ops interrogation officer. He sharpens a knife.
Are you freaking serious right now?
Slam cut to exterior Call Corp parking lot day. The group stares at John, unsure.
What's wrong?
Drugging, kidnapping, and torturing him? That's your plan?
Well, when you say it like that...
Guys, we just need to get him away from his desk for a few minutes so Long can hack in and get the code.
Oh.
Carl shrugs and they all follow after John. Interior Call Corp bullpen moments later. The group enters the call floor and spins into their swivel chairs, all slipping on their headsets simultaneously across the call floor. Long strolls inconspicuously by Will, who sits at his computer a few rows up. John loops the group in on the connected call. Intercut, John, Tommy, Carl, and Long.
Secure?
Check.
John scans the call center and he sees a few of the Great Eight observing them from a distance. He ignores them.
Operation Empty Chair begins now.
Tommy shoots a thumbs up and calls Will's phone. Will picks up. Intercut Tommy and Will.
What up, my racially ambiguous compadre?
I have a caller who needs authorization from a refund beyond the $800 limit.
Approved. Don't make it habit.
The computer won't let me do it.
Damn it, Tommy. Forward it to me.
My system's being weird. I don't know. Can you just come here and do it?
Jeez, aren't you people supposed to be good with computers?
Will hangs up the phone and walks away from his computer. John sees Long across the center. He tugs on his ear. Long springs into action. The Great Eight observe John suspiciously. At Will's computer, Long hops into Will's chair just as the phone starts to ring. It's John. Long slips on the headset. Intercut Long and John.
Hey, how much time do you need?
Long begins hacking through Will's computer.
1, 2 minutes.
Which is it, 1 or 2?
2, unless it's 3.
Tommy, keep them as long as you can.
Will rounds the corner and approaches Tommy.
Show me.
Tommy pretends to try to log in. Will pushes him out of the way. Intercut John, Long, and Carl.
You in?
Oh, if I had a farthing for every time I've been asked that.
You'd have 1 farthing.
Sad, but true.
Truthfully, I don't mind a small.
Guys, focus. Long. How much more time do you need?
Will finishes logging Tommy in and heads back to his seat.
1 more minute.
Will moves quickly back to his desk.
Carl, you're up.
Carl suddenly pops up as Will walks past.
Will, me too.
Will stops, spins his heels towards Carl.
You two what?
I need help.
Tell me something I don't know.
Long keeps frantically typing, wiping the slick of sweat away.
Bogey headed your way. Hurry up.
A finger suddenly hits John's hang-up button. It's Ruben.
Now, that's no way to speak to a customer, John.
Ruben scans to Tommy and Carl through suspicious eyes.
I may need to teach you a lesson.
Touch my phone again, and I'll teach you one of my own.
John stands to see the rest of the Great Eight form a perimeter around him. Across the way, Long types frantically. John sees Will finish with Carl and starts to walk back. Ruben is about to flag down Will when Tommy rolls by in his chair and snatches Ruben's headset and snaps it in 2.
Oh, you bastard!
Tommy, seated, is still eye to eye with Ruben, who slaps him in the face. John moves in on Ruben, but the Great Eight surround them. Will is about to catch Long at his desk. Things are about to erupt when a voice pierces through the chaos.
Enough!
They all freeze. Zabka stands up in the aisle with a scowl. Hearing the commotion, Will runs up to Zabka. Long breaks through. The code pops up on screen, and she snaps a pic.
What is this fighting all about? Will someone tear these two apart? This is a factory, not a circus.
Zabka is content with himself. Everyone is unsure.
It seemed appropriate. I'm a huge fan of Les Mis. I'm sorry. The 25-year anniversary special is my favorite by far. Samantha Barks' Eponine still gives me chills. On a more serious note, Call Corp is a house of order, not violence.
A collective muddled, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, ladies, back to work.
Zabka walks off singing. Ruben picks up the pieces of his headset and passes by Tommy.
Break my headset. I break you.
Will returns to his seat. He adjusts his chair curiously, but otherwise doesn't notice. John, Tommy, and Carl watch the Great Eight walk off. Long stands in the aisle, grinning. Slam cut to interior cyber cafe night. A round of drinks clink together. The gang sits at the table celebrating. They all down a beer in a race. Carl gets to the bottom first and slams the mug down.
This mead is of a fine caliber.
They chortle together. Everyone is a little tipsy.
Worthy of the gods of Valhalla?
Carl is impressed with Long. He calls out to the waitress.
Let us celebrate the gallantry and courage of this fair maiden. Wench, another round of the tots of tater.
They all high-five and slap Long on the back lovingly.
Never thought I'd be saying this.
Long watches, chin quivering.
Good job, Long.
Thanks, buddy. You put your life on the line with that headset, Kung Fu. You're the bravest one of all.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but you're welcome nonetheless.
The important thing is we'll be able to listen to the Great Eight's calls and figure out how the hell that they've been
The door to the sidebar opens suddenly. Will and Nikki enter laughing. John's face suddenly drops.
doing it.
The group sees Will putting his hand on Nikki's lower back as they head over to a table.
Handsy little fella.
He's got nothing on you, buddy. She'll see that soon enough.
You know what? I don't even care. Nikki's her own person, and she can make her own decisions. I guess women just like jerks.
Will leans in close to Nikki's face. The flirting continues.
Clearly.
That being said, I'm just going to go over and say hi.
That a good idea, pal?
John downs his drink and saunters across the bar.
Boy.
Across bar. John approaches Nikki and Will's table. He's pretty drunk.
Oh my gosh, what are the chances?
Hi, John.
John slides up a chair and flops down.
Sorry, pal, this table's full.
John tipsily gestures at Will's side of the table.
Yeah? This side does appear to be full of shit.
Okay, now, let's all play nice.
We're trying to have a relaxing night away from work. Go back over there with your goof troop.
They glance over at Tommy, Carl, and Long, balancing spoons on their noses.
Hey, you're a goof troop.
Well, this is fun.
Across the bar, the door bursts open. The Great Eight enter, led by Reuben. They head towards Carl, Tommy, and Long.
You're infesting our watering hole.
This is our place of refuge from the storms of life. Be gone!
Not gonna happen, Squire boy. Find another table.
I haven't squired in a decade.
Reuben snapped his fingers at the Great Eight, grabbed Tommy and Long.
Whoa, what the hell?
Ruffians, how dare you!
I need to relax after a long day of outselling you cretins, and I like this table. So you go bye-bye now.
Carl reaches under the table and extracts a foam dagger from his bag. He grabs Reuben and puts the dagger to his throat.
Unhand my men, or suffer the loss of your leader.
Just do what he says.
Draco, a massive Russian on the Great Eight crew, inches forward.
But sir, the dagger's fake.
You don't know that. Stay back.
It's foam. We can see it.
I can still inflict a nasty rug burn on this sweet little baby face.
He pushes the dagger closer and Reuben squeals. Across the bar, Will and John are face-to-face huffing.
This guy, Nikki, really? You can do so much better.
Who? You? Don't make me laugh. She needs a real man.
Well, she needs not you.
As fun as this dazzling display of masculinity is, I'm gonna go.
Nikki grabs her purse and jacket to head out.
You two seem way more interested in each other. So.
Where are you going?
I'm going home and watching a Blu-ray, because that will be more entertaining than watching two grown men act like little toddlers.
You still use physical media?
John walks in front of her.
Nikki, please, don't go. I'm sorry. I want you to stay.
Oh, wow, I'm so sorry. That changes everything. You want me to stay? Grow up, John.
She walks to the door and turns back.
And I watch Blu-rays because I like the special features, bitch!
John and Will watch her leave.
Nice job, asshole.
John glares at him and follows after Nikki. Across the bar.
Everyone calm down. Carl, put the dagger down, man.
He offended our honor.
You don't want to do this, and yes, I know, but it stings. But surely we can talk this through like reasonable people.
Everyone slowly lightens up. Exterior Cybar Cafe, parking lot night. Nikki bursts through the door with John in tow. His phone starts to ring.
Nikki, wait.
What? What do you want?
I don't want you to be mad at me.
Well, you don't get to decide that.
Can I drive you home?
Not a chance.
Like, are we okay? I just want to know that we're okay.
Fine. Just go back inside.
John
please.
silences his phone. He reluctantly starts to head back in. He stops and summons his drunken courage.
Look, I like you. I pretend I'm okay with just being your friend, but really, like, I can't stop thinking about you.
Wow. Oh, that ship has sailed.
What? No? Then what the hell have I been doing all this for?
Doing what?
Merger liaison extraordinaire, fighting the Great Eight for CallCorp.
Taking a promotion at work? Doing your job? What, you're doing that for me?
You're right. You deserve better than someone that works at CallCorp.
I worked at CallCorp.
She steps closer and takes a breath.
Look, you just don't get it. It has nothing to do with your job. Okay, I always thought you were cute and you've always been very sweet to me, which is great. Like, oddly nice for someone who's never tried to sleep with me, which is weird. But you've never even asked me out, and you wait until you're acting like an asshole to see if, I don't know, what, I want to grab some coffee?
Beat Nikki's Uber shows up.
You think I'm cute?
Not anymore.
She gets in and the car drives off. John's cell beeps with a voicemail. He checks it.
Jonathan, Agent Berkshaw here at TSA. Good news. The hiring freeze is over, so the job's yours. Give me a call in the morning and we'll sort it out.
Hey, how'd it go, bitch boy?
John lowers the phone, revealing Will standing in the doorway.
It's never gonna happen, man. Tell you what, though, after I hit that, you can have sloppy seconds.
John, filled with rage, slowly turns and looks at Will. Interior Cybar Cafe. Tommy has de-escalated the situation. He slowly approaches Carl and kindly pries the foam dagger from his hand.
Good. I can't believe it, but I think we've found some common ground here.
Boom! John and Will suddenly burst through the window and crash to the floor, bloody and bruised. Like a backdraft gaining oxygen, the whole bar ignites in battle. Everyone swings. Carl and Tommy fight the Great Eight. Other corpers join in. The fight is hilariously awkward, violent, and funny. A geek bar fight. Long grabs a flag off the wall and swings it around wildly on top of the bar, a la Les Mis. Slam cut to interior jail, drunk tank. John and the gang sit in the jail cell. The door opens.
Anson, you're up.
This better be good. I'm live.
Interior jail, hallway. Moments later, John winces at having to ask Ray for help.
Hey, bro, I need a favor.
Interior car, moving, night. The gang is squished in the back of Ray's fancy sports car. Exterior Sidebar parking lot. They drop off Carl, Tommy, and Long, then speed off. Interior car, moving, night. Silence looms heavy as John and Ray ride alone. Exterior Ray's house. Ray's car swoops into the driveway. Interior car, in driveway, continuous. Ray shuts off the car, beat. John grabs the handle to exit.
You at least going to say thank you? I interrupted a live stream on pace to collect 250,000 gold bars.
I'm so sorry that you had to pause your collection of cartoon money to help your brother.
John gets out and marches to the front door. Ray follows. Exterior Ray's house, continuous.
Was it Cartoon Money that just posted the bail for you and your bum buddies?
I'll pay you back.
No, you won't. You never do. You just run away from every conversation you don't want to have. Jeez, man up, John.
Oh, okay, Dad.
I did get that from Dad. And you would have too if you'd bothered to visit him more than a weekend a month or 2 weeks a year.
That's the National Guard, you idiot. And maybe if you had visited me and Mom more, you wouldn't be such an asshole.
Ray starts a live stream on his phone. Thousands of people join the chat immediately. Hearts and emojis fill the screen.
I'm an asshole. I have 7.3 million friends who would disagree.
You have 0 real friends.
What's up, visionaries? Time for an in the moment mentor moment. So apparently my brother thinks that we're not really friends because it's virtual. What he doesn't understand is that he just surrounds himself with in real IRL losers so he can feel better about himself by comparison. This is a psychological phenomenon known as being an absolute simp, a total beta-ass bitch.
Bam, John tackles Ray. The phone goes flying and lands facing the two brothers. They roll around and fight like two 12-year-old boys, but with adult ferocity. Noogies, purple nurples, false loogies, nothing has changed. The live audience goes crazy. John finally taps out after Ray goes a little too far with a noogie beat.
Saying thank you would have been easier.
Ray grabs his phone and walks into the house. John feels a twinge of guilt as the sprinklers come on, drenching him. Interior Call Corp bullpen morning. John enters and sees a group of sullen people
We're
heading
actually going to take a break right there as the sprinklers rain over Ray. We're going to take 5 minutes if anybody needs to go to the bathroom, or do we want to press through this thing? How's everybody feeling? Hey. Yeah. We're going to stop real quick to do a sound thing.
They ask where the bathroom is.
Bathroom's straight out that door. Yeah, we're going to take a 5-minute break here. Bathroom. If you got a tinkle, bathroom straight out that door to the left. You'll see it. Thank you, guys. We're breaking into 3 here.
Oh, what?
I love this. I love my hat.
You love that?
Nicest thing. I am. I'm going to wear it.
Good.
Hey, really?
80s bad guy.
Talks about his weather.
You are crushing.
Yeah,
Nice to meet you.
that's one with the
Yeah. Look at this guy. My manager just called me.
What do you do? Got to do it.
Let's see what she has to say.
Oh.
So,
Hey.
Another fight.
Do you know?
Did
so
out this
good.
truck. I had to drive back. Just did that this morning.
Have you guys been? So
Not a little table read. A friend of mine is
probably.
did you catch
If
the
you were like
beginning, buddy?
acting in it, yeah, are you kidding
Did you
me?
catch the beginning or no?
No, up in
I
Utah.
would-
I'm still in Utah right now.
Are you?
I wouldn't be on set. I would just be laughing. It's too funny.
Oh, gotcha.
You'll do it. That's fine.
Yeah, I don't think I got.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Was there some good news?
Semantics.
Oh, are you? Oh gosh. Oh my gosh.
I thought I was going to be on the call.
Sorry. You there?
I'm voting for Eric. That's totally true.
call, and then we're like, "You're speaking at 6:30." Like, excuse me.
I just got back from the lab.
I'm not sure what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
I don't got on my phone, and I was trying to call somebody else, and I put you on hold. I'm like,
For you, girl, I'll do anything that's needed in love to you.
62. Page 62. 90.
I couldn't even like bend.
Hello.
I never got it.
I know. It's so great. Just sending a jump text. Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I can't believe you still got it. Oh man.
What?
That's awesome.
Oh, yes, of course.
I think I'm doing the shows on. It's fun.
Oh,
Thanks,
you too.
What are you working on, or what's filling your bucket in life right now?
So far, third act. You still got to judge the
I
third
mean,
act.
how could she not?
I don't know if
It's the best thing.
my bucket is
Oh.
only
James, stop some more. Though you are right. Yeah, you too, man. You too.
She's filling the
So you
bucket.
just came just to kind of be just to check it out, or do you know well?
Is there a possibility
Oh, gotcha.
for a sibling?
How do you think it's going to
You should really try.
People are into it?
Yikes.
Yeah.
What's it?
Really
It's hard to
Because I
know.
felt the first act dragging. But
Yeah,
Hey.
no kidding.
that whole.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, and he's
I
like,
love being in
no.
my favorite.
I actually have one.
Spring, Oregon.
Spin Oregon?
Hey, are we muted, James?
Oh, okay. All right.
How cool.
You got
Are we
Gosh,
muted right
how
now?
awesome.
Oh, great.
Okay, I
Yeah.
love that. How cool.
Or,
How do you
You too.
CSI. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
We'll deeply
Yeah.
tune.
Bryson.
Are you guys catching that? Are you following along? Does it just
Oh no!
Oh, baby.
That's about it.
Yeah.
Is the thing on your other shoe so like it's not?
I was actually looking for something because
That'd be a fun
I
one.
we went
Nice
and did the
little
river.
Oh,
in Black.
where do you work?
So I was looking for something to like that I could take in the water.
Yes.
Oh, you
Found
got
some story.
Because I was already like.
Yeah, yeah.
All day.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
That'd be fun, yeah.
You're like, that's not what I
Is that one of the?
Oh, that's so cool.
Yes.
what I was implying.
It hasn't always been there.
That's nice.
Eyeliner pen exploded on me.
Yeah.
I still have
like-
another like month and a half.
Oh, dang. What happened?
I tore myself.
Stuff. By yourself
Dang.
for 2 seconds.
You know,
Woke him off.
Okay.
Really bothering
Okay,
me.
I won't. I was thinking about it for a little bit.
I like scrub. I got makeup remover and I'm sitting there.
Yeah, well, I got a meeting with this.
Yeah.
Acetone on my
Have an
face.
adventure. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And he was like, no. Rhyme, yeah.
but depending on all this so
The one with,
give my heel.
yeah, it was a while ago. But
My heel was like
I'll make love
Yeah.
to you like you want me to.
heels.
And I'll hold you tight,
It's like if I
baby, all through the night.
it shoots pain. So every night I rub it for a while and then
Like, okay.
it is what it is. You love
Wow.
it.
Ginger and
Yeah.
Danielle on Friday.
I think everybody. Like,
Hi. That's so great. That's so cool.
So,
Yeah.
I highlighted all my lines and I said yes, but the one that I just barely missed, I just gonna cut
how
out.
are we gonna get started again?
Go to rehearsal.
That's why I
Everybody's
didn't say it.
talking.
And there was one that
Oh, really? That's my name.
Try not to laugh while you're trying to say the words.
oh, you know,
Which I do every time. I'm like, don't read ahead and don't laugh. I'm like, it's not funny. It's not.
I'm like,
Right?
I don't like everyone's job, but like, No, I'm just reading.
Patrick Vernon.
Tired.
the way I
So
like
nice.
Very cheesy.
Sorry.
Not if it's cheesy.
I said it was very but hey, you know. You guys
it does me dirty.
I live with a 16-year-old.
That was fun.
Fill the cup.
I've never seen you eat.
I was just telling them, you guys been like leaning the character.
Your oldest sister.
There's only a little bit left to go. You made it. Do it.
Slowly?
I was like, there is.
He's like, I just leave it.
I'd be like, and then I'd walk out, be like,
Like unhinge your jaw like a
I'm a real
holy July.
emotional.
And eating a donut.
I was just telling everybody, you can lean into character.
We've mainly
You
just
guys
met at like
bring
Studio
crushing.
C shows, but
Let's have
this
fun
year
with it. Has to happen. You know,
the MC
we have to
at
figure
Studio C
out
show, and I like got to talk to him and like actually meet him more.
What if I'm not enjoying it?
you're not enjoying it?
Yeah,
I with it. I was like, but what if I'm
I've
not?
seen the Mom
Well, then
Diane.
start having fun.
That's what you're saying.
If you're not having fun, start having fun right now.
Okay.
Well, if you're not having fun, that's on you, bro.
I played this game for this. Me and Jay
No, this is
super for BYUB promotion, and we were like, oh, we're in the comedy.
You really
And we were like, yeah.
I really don't. It's okay. It's okay.
But it's really delicious.
Oh,
Dude,
all of a sudden it got
I can see
really.
you feeling so well. You're just so
I
delicious.
haven't used it yet.
Sum it up.
Feels good. I didn't take it out of the river.
Thanks, man. Thanks, man.
It's still in my box.
I'm a
I need
big
to open
fan.
it and like
It's funny because like your delivery, it started to sound like
We just did a commercial.
but it was so perfect.
Everything you feel.
That's
That's what I want.
Yeah, yeah.
the kind of guy.
What is it called?
I guess that's what I'm saying. It's not necessarily leaning into the character. But like, if you want to add anything or give it a little flourish, explore it, go for it.
yeah, like way finer, finer than a scallion's
Oh,
mane.
I'm a top choice for the NCIS.
Wow.
For a little bit.
Nice.
Just had a Zoom audition for it.
Cam, is everybody back?
Yeah, I was using it while we were filming.
Is everybody back?
I was like,
Ex-con.
I was these lines.
You know me.
I know you.
And I'm like right there.
Biker gang.
Biker
Some kind
gang.
of fight. Some sort of.
Just coating it like a
Scupper.
glazed donut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't stop. Not concerned.
I don't know that bit, but I've been there.
A Swiss toothbrush company. And there's been like
Yeah, like totally remembers, but like.
but the ones that I remember are at my
I've been that guy on
and my uncle's
what was it?
like he gave us
Ron Oder Los
I
Angeles.
guess at the after
Is
show.
I'm not done performing, Eric. You know my contract.
And then at my uncle's funeral,
Funny.
I know it had
right
to
after
take.
he
That was my
like,
first.
Leaving in the middle.
and I had told Marcus about it. It was the first time Marcus had like met my family, and I told Marcus that story a bunch of times, and I'm like,
Yeah.
see, he did it again.
I know, you're nice.
It's canceled. The rest of it's canceled.
Quirky thing, like every funeral, like
Yeah, I saw you laughing. Yeah, I saw, and I.
I'll send you a script. I'll send you that. And you
That's fun, dude. That's like for here for this
Iris.
frame.
I wish I had like an
Yeah.
iris.
Good.
All right, we're gonna start up again, everybody.
Pale, I might as well like
Yes,
really
accidentally.
represent. Why? Oh shoot.
Third act conclusion of On Hold Table
But I am a
Read. We
producer. I'm one of the
caught up
producers
in all
for it,
the
so I gotta go.
hijinks and antics. We just left off with John being sprayed by the sprinklers in the front yard of Ray's house after being bailed out of jail by his brother that he unfortunately had to ask for help again. And with that, we will begin, I guess, on page 60, right after 61,
Yep, at the bottom.
halfway through, yeah.
Call court.
Hold on, real quick. Are we back up on the audio and stuff? Great. Big time.
Big time.
Big time.
Oh, yeah. Right here.
Whoa.
Call court bullpen morning. John enters and sees a group of sullen people heading to the conference room. He catches Tommy and Carl still hungover.
Hey, what's going on?
Zabka called a company meeting.
I have a bad feeling about this one.
Call court bullpen moments later. Zabka speaks to the gathered employees. Nikki stands near a sentinel. Will watches smugly.
It has come to my attention that an altercation transpired last night at the Cybar Cafe. Is it a cafe or is it a bar? I haven't actually ever been there.
Various mumbles from the group. No one knows.
Okay,
No one knows.
I've just always wondered. Thank you. Anyway, Upon my arrival this morning, I discovered an unlabeled package at my door with this inside.
Zabka holds up a DVD and walks over to the TV. He pops it in. Video played on screen. It's CC footage of John running at will and taking him through the front window of the cyber.
Needless to say, this type of behavior is unbecoming of any Call Corp family member. It goes against everything society relies on us to stand for. As the figurative fatherhead of this family, let me just say, I am very disappointed.
The video continues. We see Tommy going apeshit on the Great Eight. Carl swinging around a foam battle axe looking like a crazy person. Long waving a flag on the bar, Les Mis style.
Well, I can't appreciate the homage to Enjolras waving the flag of revolution. It's evident that many people in this room inexcusably lost their Call Corp cool.
The gang looks down, ashamed.
Mr. Zabka, this was all my fault. I provoked the whole thing.
John is on screen throwing a chair across the bar, tearing his shirt open and howling like a wolf.
I don't think that was in question.
Oh, I just thought never mind, continue.
As a matter of company policy, I'm afraid an example must be set. John, you've been like a son to me. Some would even say my golden boy.
Well, I don't want any special treatment. I'll take whatever punishments come in my way. Demotion, working bad credit, outbounds, anything.
In an emotional slow show of solidarity, the gang steps up.
Me too. I'll stand with John and take any punishment coming his way.
I too will share in whatever wrath you bestow.
It's a beautiful display of unity. John looks up, genuinely touched by his friend's selflessness. Beat.
You're all fired. I'm not sure what kind of alternate punishment you were expecting.
Call Corps bullpen later. John and the others gather up their meager belongings.
This was all my fault. We were in the clear, and then I just lost it.
It's all good, buddy. I've been wanting to focus more on Jazz Juice anyways. I mean, not like I have no other job kind of time, but they asked me to speak at Jazz Juice. Jazz Juice-a-Palooza. So big things are coming.
Likewise, I plan to approach the Lord of the Southern Realm. I'm a respected practitioner of magic. I excel at bartering, and my knowledge of fairy anatomy is unmatched. There must be a job that values those skills.
You could dress up for kids' parties.
Dude, that would be awesome.
What, your plan? What's your plan?
Oh, well, I got the TSA job.
Carl and Tommy are taken back.
They called you back? When?
Well, yesterday.
Hold on. So you knew you had another job before you crashed through that window?
I mean, kind of, but...
No buts, man. That's a dick move.
Carl and Tommy stare at John in disbelief, feeling betrayed.
Guys.
Save it, dude. Let's go, Carl.
Carl, deeply emotional, leans in close.
I considered you a brother. My allegiance to you is dead.
Ray's house night. John depressingly strolls up the walkway to his house where Ray is throwing another influencer party. John looks like a cloud of rain is hanging over him as he scrolls past lines of obnoxious visionaries. It's him! Ray kicked his ass! It's Ray's bro! Can be heard. Beautiful girls selfie with John. He doesn't smile. The bouncer swings open the door with a shit-eating grin. Ray's house, party night. As John walks through the party, he sees Ray in another room pouring shots for another group of people. They catch eyes. John could really use his brother right now. John walks to the doorway as Ray starts to make his way over.
Hey, bro, about the other night,
Ray closes the door in his face. Laughter erupts on the other side. We push in on John as he stands alone, completely dejected with a frat party going on all around him. One is the loneliest number type montage. Ray's house, living room night. John loads his Xbox. He sends Tommy and Carl a game invite. He gets a reply with just a middle finger emoji. Blacksmith shop. Carl forges a new steel blade, pounding away at its smoldering metal. After a moment, he lifts his protective mask to reveal sadness and tears. Conference center. Tommy is surrounded by hundreds of crazy Jazz Juice MLMers. He feigns excitement, but he can't hide the misery on his face. Call Corps bullpen. Long passes by the old cubicle corner, sends the group thread a weird "I miss you, cool cats" cat gif. Ray's house kitchen. It's John, dressed in a suit and tie, eats cereal alone amidst the trash of last night's party. Renaissance Fair Park, Forest Day. Carl kneels before a king. The king gives him a thumbs down, and immediately bloodthirsty LARPers chase Carl into the forest.
Tommy's house, living room. Tommy is having a jazz juice party. His guests taste the juice and spit it out in disgust. They all leave in a hurry. Tommy slumps down to the couch, dejected. Small airport day. John walks up to the airport entrance. He sighs and heads in. End montage. Small airport TSA private screening area day. John, dressed in TSA blues, stand next to the Agent Berkshaw as he administers a vigorous, exhaustive pat-down of an old man.
He tucked me off the ledge. Like literally, I was on the 9th Street Bridge, one foot in the air, ready to send my feet through my scalp when I see it. Ray's billboard with his shit-eating grin staring back at me. It was like an X-ray vision, I guess you could say.
I'll let him know.
He pats the old man on the butt and removes his gloves.
Okay, Gramps, you're good to go. That'd be great. So I'm going to take Rip Van Winkle back over to his family. Break room's through that door. Hang out there for a bit. I'll come grab you in a few.
Agent Berkshaw and the old man exit as John enters the small airport TSA break room day. Several odd-looking TSA agents from all walks of life mill about. It feels remarkably similar to Call Corp. John makes his way to a couch in the corner. He sits down to observe his new co-workers. He chuckles as two TSA agents that look oddly similar to Carl and Tommy walk by. His smile fades slowly. His phone buzzes, and it's a text from Long. It is a yikes cat gif and a text that reads, corporate site visit is today. He scrolls through Long's messages of countless cat gifs and pauses on the pic of Will's QCC code and the URL link for the monitoring system. He hesitates for a second before opening the link. A prompt appears, enter quality control code. John types in Will's code and a new screen appears with two options. Reps and call log. He presses call log and Will's call log appears. He presses Will's latest call with Ruben.
Go for Will.
William, this is just a little reminder to stop acting like a pubescent child. Leave Nikki alone. You're going to say something stupid. It's in your nature. If she suspects anything.
Ruby, don't be such a buzzkill. Now that John and his boy band are gone, it's all smooth sailing.
Let's not forget who's running this show.
Your numbers wouldn't be half what they are if I wasn't feeding you the inbound calls.
Aw, do you want a cookie? Just stick to the plan, okay? Once corporate ditches the Call Corp crew in favor of the grade 8.
Nifty 9. I'm in the crew now. That was the deal.
Fine, the Nifty 9. Once they fire their crew, we tank sales, and our overseas partner swoops in and makes them an offer they can't refuse. It's a well-oiled machine. Stop taking unnecessary risks.
Hey, you do you, and I'll do Nikki.
Just make sure to button up all the loose ends. Delete the call logs. A couple hours and this whole thing will be behind us.
Click. John's face is frozen in shock. He considers his next move as Agent Berkshaw enters.
Ready to join your brothers on the front line of national security?
Agent Berkshaw, hi. Look, I'm so sorry, but I can't start work today. Maybe tomorrow. I'll let you know.
John runs out the door in a fury. Berkshaw is unfazed.
I knew he was a pussy.
Small airport terminal. John opens his friend finder. Blips shows the locations of Ray, Tommy, and Carl. He dials Ray's number. Call Corp bullpen. Zabka guides a group of corporate executives through the call center. Everyone is on their best behavior. They pass by the disheveled Call Corp crew, which is clearly distinguishable from the buttoned-up grade 8. Ray's house, pool. Ray is in the middle of a video shoot by his pool. Bikini-clad bombshells are all reading self-help books.
Stop calling me.
Small airport parking lot intercut. John runs to his car.
Ray, don't hang up. I need a favor.
Wow, that's rich. You're lucky I even picked up.
Look, I'm sorry about the other night. I'm sorry about a lot of things, but...
No, just stop right there. Look, we've been down this road before, John. I can't keep bailing you out of the messes that you keep creating for yourself.
It's not like that. Please, just hear me out, Ray. Hello?
John launches his Faceagram app and goes live.
Am I live? I really hope so. My name is John, and I'm Ray Hansen's brother. I don't do this very often. In fact, I never do this. The truth is, I've always thought what my brother does was pretty stupid. But now I see that he's just trying to connect with people and help them to connect to each other, and that's not stupid at all. Ray's not talking to me right now, and I don't blame him. I've been a huge jerk. So that's where you come in. I need you to get him a message.
Call Corp bullpen. The corporate executives observe the number on the queue. The Call Corp crew numbers are dismal compared to the Great 8. Will and Ruben share a look. Conference center. John screeches his 98 Toyota Tercel onto the curb and bolts into the conference center. A massive Jazz Juice banner hangs above the doorway. Conference center continuous. Music is thumping as John bursts inside the massive auditorium that feels like a raucous Tony Robbins seminar. The hall is packed with excited jazz juice lovers chanting like deranged cult.
Our next speaker is ready to take jazz juice to an unprecedented level. Everyone put some jazz hands together for Tommy. Yay!
John pushes to the front to see Tommy dancing on stage wearing clam pants and a bright orange shirt that says, "Keep calm and jazz juice." The crowd roars. John watches stunned. Tommy takes the mic, calms the roaring crowd, and speaks like he's giving a TED Talk. You could hear a pin drop.
Jazz and juice. Two words dense with meaning, dense with purpose, that when combined, produce hope.
The crowd awes at Tommy's reality. A slide pops up on the screen behind Tommy of Hank Wadsworth in a staged picture of Hank in the Amazon on a boat loaded with berries.
Hope that was revealed when Hank Wadsworth discovered secret berries in a remote, uncharted section of the Amazon containing the very origins of life. Thank you, Hank.
The screen then goes to a live feed of Hank at the event. He gives excited jazz hands to the crowd. They cheer and reciprocate the jazz hands. The slide changes to a picture of Robert Provenzano intensely playing the sax.
Fortune struck when Hank met Robert Provenzano at a small dive bar. Jazz juice was born.
The live camera feed zeroes in on Robert, who's on stage playing with the band. He rips into an amazing solo. The crowd goes wild. John makes his way up to the front. He sees on the mic a stage to the side of the stage and grabs it. It sends sharp feedback across the conference center. John awkwardly climbs onto the stage.
Hi. Hello. Sorry to interrupt, but this is important.
Tom is mortified. He covers his mic and sharply whispers,
"What are you doing here?"
Tommy here is my best friend. And recently I let him down by losing my cool and inciting a bar fight.
The crowd murmurs confused.
Sorry, everybody.
No, Tommy, I'm sorry. You lost your job at CallCorp because of me, and I need to make that right.
Now? Here?
CallCorp is in trouble, and I need your help to save her, so I'm trying to expedite an apology.
CallCorp fired me, man. My place is here now.
Tommy makes jazz hands, and the entire crowd does jazz hands back. It's beautiful. A stage manager motions to security.
Wow, that is impressive. Look, a lot of good people are in trouble because of some greedy douchebags, and the only way that we win is if less douchey people do nothing. The only way that they win is if less douchey people do nothing. Come with me.
The audience is transfixed as the emotional drama on stage. John approaches Tommy slowly. Tommy turns away. Security is now quickly making their way down the aisle toward the stage.
I don't know. I'm so close to Cabo.
John takes the notice of the security detail, fast approaching.
Well, it was worth a try. I gotta go.
John starts to hurry away.
Wait!
They turn and look at each other from across the stage. Robert, the sax-playing Jazz Juice founder, starts playing a careless whisper-type jazz. The band joins in. Tommy runs and hugs John. The room erupts. Slam cuts to conference center. In an epic slow-motion shot, John and Tommy burst into the front door of the conference center with security in tow. Tommy slides over the hood of John's beat-up Toyota Tercel. Boom, the car screeches onto the street. Interior car moving continuous. Tommy grips the seat as John skids around a corner.
Shit, man. I'm so pumped right now. Woo! That was amazing.
Tommy cracks open a Jazz Juice, almost spilling it.
Off to save CallCorp.
We have one more stop.
The Toyota Tercel abruptly arcs into a turn, narrowly missing a semi-truck and losing a few hubcaps in the process. CallCorp, bullpen day. The workers sit nervously as Zabka and his executives continue their walkthrough. The Great Eight crew taunt the CallCorp employees. Renaissance Fair Park day. John's car skids into the parking lot, grinding to a stop where a Renaissance Fair is in full swing. They leap out.
Okay, what's the plan?
I don't know. Ask around for Carl. They must have some sort of notification system for when their moms come to pick them up.
Slam cut to Renaissance Fair Park battlefield. Tommy and John are in the middle of a foam sword battle with a bunch of LARPers fighting for their lives. John squares up with a little person in full knight attire.
We're looking for Carl Cinnamon.
The knight does a fancy move and puts John in a chokehold.
Carl, check the saloon.
Slam cut to Renaissance Fair saloon. A very attractive barmaid comes up to Tommy.
What can I get ya?
We're looking for Carl Cinnamon, but something tells me you might be looking for me.
She looks over to the corner where a massive, mean-looking barbarian stands up and towers over them. Slam cut to Renaissance Fair forest. Moments later, brute LARPer savages carry John and Tommy through the forest Hogtied to a beam, they are led by the barbarian.
It was a compliment, man. She's hot.
You won't actually hurt us, right? We're all playing pretend?
Slam cut to Renaissance Fair clearing moments later. John and Tommy are kicked in the back and their heads slam onto the next execution plank in front of a group of rabid LARPers.
Heathens! You will pay for your crime of trespassing on our land.
The group of LARPers roar. The barbarian steps forward.
Look at their foreign garb. Clearly they are spies sent from beyond our borders.
Okay, you take this way too seriously.
A LARPer hits Tommy on the head with a formed sword.
Ow?
We're looking for Carl Cinnamon. That's it. We're not here to invade anyone.
His pleas are drowned out by the savage roars.
The only proper sentence for their crime is death. Let's end them.
John!
Forest clearing border. Angle on a lone man moves swiftly in the trees, observing. The barbarian draws a massive sword over Tommy.
You gotta be kidding me!
John continues to beg for mercy. The man in the woods rolls across the dirt and notches an arrow and a bow to taking aim.
Do something!
The barbarian raises his sword. As he's about to drop it onto Tommy's neck, the man in the woods fires his arrow. The foam arrow gently ricochets off the executioner's head onto the ground. Beat. He collapses in pain.
A mortal wound.
The man emerges from the woods, and we see that it's an incredibly unkempt and unwashed Carl. The LARPer savages square off with him.
Aye, Wanderer. This is no business of yours. Continue foraging for magical berries like the scavenger you are, or face certain death.
John, Tommy, and Carl hold an extended look with each other. Carl slowly turns toward the savage.
Death comes to all men, but today it knocks upon your door, not mine. You will hold your tongue as these men speak their piece. Go on.
Carl, thank goodness, buddy. Call Corp is in trouble, and we need you to help us save her, pal.
And you can tell these fools to drop the act and untie us.
Beat.
Their speech does not respect the ways of our land. You may have your way with them.
Carl turns back towards the woods and abandons his friends as the LARPers savage roar with delight.
Wait, no! Carl, no! Wanderer! Thy former homestead, the Corp of Calls, is in need of thy assistance. The fate of a nation hangs in the balance.
Yes, you must fulfill the prophecy of salvation.
Yea, verily, fulfill the prophecy.
Carl stops and turns back to them.
You change your tune under the threat of barbarian blade? What proof of loyalty can you provide should I join your cause?
Oh, not just proof of loyalty, but also of luck.
John pulls out a poorly whittled goat horse Carl made for him and holds it up high into the crowd. Carl is touched. Beat.
What's that supposed to be?
Carl suddenly spins on his heel and attacks the savages in a furious foam sword battle. With the LARPers distracted, Tommy and John untie each other and run toward the parking lot.
Wait, shouldn't we help him?
Nah, he'll catch up. Besides, I'm pretty sure this is the best day of his life.
Epic music begins as Carl fights like a dirty foam-covered dragon. Enemy LARPers drop amidst his fury, gripping their arms and legs. Countless more LARPers stream out of the forest. He spins as he hears John's tercel on the move. John skids up to the edge of the parking lot, and Tommy whips the door open.
Get in!
Carl bolts to the car, pursued by the foam sword warriors, throwing lightweight spears. He leaps in, and John peels out. The Ren Fair savages stop and catch their breaths, watching the car drive off. There is a long moment of silence.
Shit. Carl was my ride home.
Car moving day. Carl hangs on for dear life as John screeches around a corner and loses another hubcap as car horn blare.
Not gonna lie, that was freaking awesome, dude.
See? I've been saying it for years, man. You gotta get in on this.
Tommy rolls down the windows.
Good Lord. I see the appeal, but does that mean you can't bathe properly? You smell like a...
The musky sweat of 1,000 overworked bar wenches? Yes.
Oh, somehow that sounds incredibly accurate.
John tries calling Nikki. He gets her voicemail.
So, what's the move?
Get there and save the day is about as far as I've gotten.
Works for me.
Huzzah!
John slams on the gas as Tercel unimpressively roars. Call Corp bullpen day. The evaluation goes up. The queue displays the grade 8 way ahead of Call Corp. Zabka is glad handing the executives in the conference room. The meeting appears to be wrapping up. Call Corp parking lot. The guys skid into a parking lot. The fourth and final hubcap rolls away from the car. They bolt inside. Call Corp lobby. They enter the lobby, John in his TSA uniform, Tommy in the bright orange outfit, and Carl in smelly medieval gear.
Just act normal.
Tommy and Carl exchange looks. They walk through the unusually busy lobby. Clint, a security guard, stops them.
Employee badges, please.
Roger, isn't it?
Clint.
Clint, that's right. Of course, duh. We're all former employees here. However, we have a meeting with Mr. Zabka.
No meetings or walk-ins allowed today. They're doing corporate evaluations. Well, why do you think I look so snazzy right now?
And you do. You look so good. But we just need to speak with...
Carl impatiently slams his foam sword on the guard's desk.
We haven't the time for this tomfoolery. We seek an audience with the Lord atop the tower.
The guard swats the foam sword away and leans into the group.
Your friend here clearly has some mental issues, so I'm going to let that slide. Let me say this in a way you'll understand. Voldemort, you shall not pass.
Carl grimaces at the mixing of fantasy tales.
So why not get out of here before I get medieval on all your asses?
The group frustratedly walks back towards the entrance.
What are we going to do now?
I'll try Nikki again.
As John puts his phone to his ear, every person in the busy lobby freezes. Picture the Matrix.
Witchcraft!
Carl draws his foam sword.
Keep a tight perimeter, gents. I've seen magic like this devastate an entire village of the Kiefs of Fairfax.
John smiles to himself in confident realization. Suddenly, a high-energy 90s dance remix blares over the speakers. Think, I've got the power. Rhythm is a dancer, sandstorm, or better yet, blue da-da-da. The people in the lobby suddenly break out in a flash mob dance. It's epic and wonderful. Everyone is in lockstep. Just as the guard is about to call the cops, Ray emerges. He's live streaming.
That's right. Guess who's resurrecting the flash mob? I present to you the X-Ray Visionaries.
Clint starts dancing and filming with his cell phone.
Ray, over here, I love you.
Ray dances his way over to Clint and snaps selfies with him. John and Ray share a look of brotherly love and support as the X-Ray Visionaries distract the guard. Suddenly, long pssts from an open elevator door. The group goes under the security gate and slides in. Call court elevator continuous. Long dances as the doors close. They all take a breath.
Oh man, your brother is so much cooler than you. It's embarrassing.
Long hugs John for an awkwardly long time.
Got your message. How about those gifts I sent?
So great. You really nailed the moment, Long.
Now let's save this son of a...
The elevator doors open to reveal Nikki. She's not happy.
Bitch.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mark it. What did you say? My office now.
She marches down the hall. They follow and pile inside her office as she slams the door. Call Corp Nikki's office continuous. Nikki holds up her phone, revealing Ray's flash mob. Clint is now doing the running man. Long heads over to her computer.
Do you care to explain this? Ray's having a dance party in the lobby the day corporate is here?
I can explain. Wait, you follow my brother?
Oh, you're kidding, right? X-Ray Vision saved my life last year. I overcame my eating disorder, gave up alcohol, and got into Bitcoin, all thanks to Ray.
Cool. Glad to hear it.
Okay, so what are you doing here?
I'm here because I wanted to apologize for how I treated you the other night, and tell you that I really care about you.
Nikki seems genuinely touched. They move closer.
This is hardly the time.
Well, I recently learned I need to be more direct, and you're the most beautiful woman I've ever seen.
They are about to kiss when...
Okay, I hate to be that guy, but you're also here because Zabka has been duped by Will and Ruben. Will's feeding the Grade 8 all the easy inbound calls, and once CallCorp fully merges with TalkTech, they're going to fire everyone and sell the company for peanuts to their overseas partner.
Nikki snaps back to reality.
What? How do you know about this?
I heard them talking about it on the QCC line.
How did you get access?
She looks over at Long, furiously typing away at her desktop.
I was just a vessel. The call center gods shone their light of justice through me.
Nice.
So you broke every protocol?
You can continue to analyze the ethics of saving the freaking day, and I'll continue downloading the only audio of those calls onto this jump drive before our dastardly duo finishes deleting them.
You got them?
I did, amigo. Got them right here.
Long taps a key on the computer. A karaoke track of Long singing Best That You Can Do blares over the speakers.
If you get caught between the moon and New York City. Oops, wrong file. Let's
Long
see.
searches the computer while her karaoke track blares.
The best that you can do. The best that you can do. Oh, here it is. One sec, though. This is the best part.
The group looks on while Long harmonizes with herself.
It's fun.
Long plays the conversation of Ruben and Will conspiring. The group smiles. Long holds up the jump drive triumphantly.
We got him.
Callcorp bullpen moments later. The gang marches up in slow motion like a badass action movie. They march past all the cubicles towards the gathering of Zabka, Will, Ruben, and the executives. Everybody takes notice and stares in amazement, confusion, and awe.
John, what are you?
Mr. Zabka, gentlemen, you've been duped.
Will and Ruben exchange looks.
I know for a fact that Will and Ruben have been conspiring. Will has been driving easy business from the inbound queue to the TalkTech team to inflate their numbers above the Callcorp crew.
These are pretty strong accusations, John. I assume you have some proof?
Absolutely. Long.
Long holds up a USB drive and steps forward, but trips over Will's extended foot. The drive goes airborne, falling perfectly into the large paper shredder. Crud.
No!
Damn it. Will?
Oh, sorry. Damn it. Oh, this is insane, Mr. Zabka. I've been working very closely with the TalkTech team. They're extremely professional. I'll call security.
I'm sure that's not the only copy. Long, how long will it take you to dig up that audio again?
No can do, amigo. They were deleting as I was downloading.
Will struggles to get through the security as John offers his heartfelt plea to Mr. Zabka.
You have to listen to me, sir. I know I've let you down recently, but you've trusted me in the past, and I wouldn't lie to you. They're trying to destroy Callcorp. They're trying to destroy our family.
John, I'd love to help.
He's telling the truth, sir. I heard the recording myself.
This is preposterous.
Zabka processes.
With no evidence, how am I supposed to determine?
A call-off, sir.
Zabka cracks a smile.
Just like the old days, our best reps against theirs, we reboot the queue, eliminating any compromises in the system, and we go head-to-head. They win, we leave, they pack up. We win, they pack up their headsets and get out of our house.
The tension is palpable as everyone awaits Zabka's response.
This is ridiculous. I insist.
It's a call-off!
Callcorp bullpen day. Everyone is gathered around a cubicle. It looks like a boxing ring surrounded by excited fans. John, Tommy, and Carl are flanked by Ruben, Will, and Drago. And Zabka in the middle. Zabka feels alive. He's loving it.
Listen up, boys and girls. This is a good old-fashioned call-off. Some of you may not be familiar with the rules, so listen up. It's pretty simple.
Nikki's off to the side with the executives.
So this means hundreds of calls are going unanswered right now?
I guess it does.
Cool.
Zabka has loosened his tie and his leg up on a desk.
We go 3 rounds, penalty kick style. Whichever team has the most successful calls wins. These could be inbound, outbound, customer service to sales. Caller must answer yes to have I met all your needs today. We're playing for keeps, ladies. Saddle up and settle in. Woo!
The guys step up to the desk and we see the dramatic lineup of how the calls will go down with Drago, Will, and Ruben across from Carl, Tommy, and John, respectively.
I will delight in your destruction.
Bring it on.
Zabka steps back up, now nursing a beer.
Okay, TalkTech, you're up.
Drago, the massive Russian, steps up and stares Carl down.
I will break you.
Zabka signals Long, who opens the queue for a split second, allowing one call to pass through to Drago's workstation. In one swift motion, he sits down, slips on his headset, and takes the call. His voice is suddenly incredibly warm and inviting with no accent. The call can be heard over the PA.
Well, hello. Thanks for calling ABB Wireless. How may I have the pleasure of assisting you today?
Yeah, hi. I have my data, but it doesn't show up my bill.
Yeah, I see that. No problem. That's definitely a mistake on our end. I'm going to go ahead and adjust the amount of your data in your plan and give you a $15 credit for the trouble.
Wow, thanks. That was easy.
No, thank you. We like to spread glee here at ABB. Have I met all of your needs today?
Yes, you certainly did.
Fantastic. Thanks for calling in.
Drago immediately rips off his headset and mic drops it onto the desk. He taunts Carl as he celebrates with his TalkTech buddies. Suddenly back to his heavy Russian accent, Carl turns back to John and Tommy.
Guys, this all sounded good in theory, but let's be real.
Easy, buddy. Calm down,
Suck.
okay? Just remember what you've learned the past couple weeks.
You're so right. Rule number 8. If you're going to buy that yacht, weed out negative thoughts.
Carl steps up to the table and sits down. He struggles with the headset wire. Finally, he's ready to go. Zabka signals and Carl's phone rings immediately. He answers as if he's bracing for impact.
Hello? Thank you for calling.
Hello? Is this Frank's Fish Hut? Can you hear me? What time you guys close?
7. Have I met all your needs today?
Sure, yeah.
Click beat uproarious celebration on the Call Corp side. An overconfident Will slithers into the desk and puts on the headset, nods to Zabka. Zabka points to Long, then
Good morning. Thanks for calling Roderick's Sex Emporium. How may I assist you today?
the person on the other line is clearly a prank caller. His friends are in the background laughing and egging him on.
I just bought this dildo and it has a help number on the box. Can you give me instructions?
Will is incredibly annoyed.
Sure. Let's see. What's the number on your unit?
My unit's like 8 inches.
I mean your model number.
It's the Big Black Extreme XL.
Will mutes his headset and covers his mic.
This is clearly a prank call.
Play it as it lies.
Hello, you still there? How do I use this thing?
Will unmutes the line.
I'm still here. Still here. The Big Black Extreme XL is our largest and most extreme way to have a good time. Whether you're into girl on girl or guy to guy, sky's the limit with this fine piece of machinery. So slide it on in and let the good times roll. Have I met your needs today?
Yeah, man, you rock.
Click. Will's fist pumps. Talk techies cheer. Tommy's up.
Hello? Thank you for calling the
Tommy looks at the screen and is overcome with joy.
Jazz Juice Business Support Line. How may I assist you?
Just a quick question. I just reached Golden Trumpet.
Ah, way to go, dude!
Thanks. I'm like 10 signups away from Cabo.
Ooh, I'll see you there.
Yeah, so how many Success Club referral points factor into my leg multiplier since there is a 3 times bonus in all of my JTT plus sales?
Great question. I wondered the same thing when I turned GT. To put it simply, right now you're an SVP shooting to level up to QRP. You get that by adding 3 people to both the right and left leg of your downline. Remember to keep the volume pretty evenly distributed on those guys because your Miles Davis multiplier only factors in on your leg with the lowest volume. That's where your 3x bonus will come into play. Capiche?
The onlookers are both impressed and confused.
Yeah, I get it now.
Sweet. Have I met all your needs today, my fellow juicer?
Absolutely. I'll see you in Cabo.
Click. Tommy turns to his Call Corp buddies and gives them a jazz hands. They all give him jazz hands back. John and Ruben stand toe to toe. John looks straight down at him.
You're going down so hard.
Ruben, take your seat.
Bring it on, Napoleon.
They separate.
Final round. Winner takes all.
Zabka nods to Long, who lets one call through. The phone rings. Ruben picks up. Everyone is on edge.
Thanks for calling the Cannabis Coliseum. How may I assist you?
Oh, hello? Hi. Hi, hello.
Hello, sir. How may I assist you?
Aren't phones like a miracle? Like you never really think about it, you know?
Yeah, they're pretty great. So how can I help you?
Dude, I'll be honest, I just wanted to see what was on the other end of this number. Like, why is there a number on my weed?
That number is just in case you need some help with something.
Oh, like help? Or just help?
Other reps chuckle. Ruben is visibly irritated.
Any kind of help, really.
Help me understand fractals.
Ruben scans the computer for any information.
That doesn't appear to be a listed help topic in my system.
But like, I see them when I smoke.
Well, fractals are a mathematical concept. Do you know geometry?
Geometry. Cool.
Do you actually have a question?
Whoa, your energy is just shifted and it's kind of harshing my mellow.
Oh, yeah, I apologize. I just wanted to make sure I meet all your needs today.
I don't need anything, dude. Attachment leads to suffering. Fish out.
Click. Ruben can't believe it. He slams down his headset.
Damn it.
Excitement erupts from the Call Corp side.
Oh my goodness! If John closes this call, it's all over. We win.
We got this in the bag. John could sell hairspray to The Rock.
John walks by Nikki before sitting down.
Good luck.
I make my own luck.
How are you feeling?
I think I better not mess this up.
I am sure your call will be great.
I was talking about you.
Time slows down, music swells, John smiles and winks at Nikki just before sliding on his headset and falling into his chair dramatically. Nikki rolls her eyes but can't help but be slightly amused. It all comes down to this. Ray enters the call floor and silently takes a seat down the aisle and observes as the events unfold. John and Ruben make eye contact, fire between them. Zabka signals long, the phone rings.
Thank you for calling. My name is John. How may I?
Shut up!
Melvin's office continuous intercut.
You just shut up. All I wanted was some friggin' assistance, but no.
Sir, if I could just.
Shut up!
Call Corporal Penn.
Looks like we're going to overtime. I'm gonna go pack my desk.
Barry exits. John is furiously and efficiently going through Melvin's call history, searching for an in.
I've been on hold for over an hour, and now it's my turn to talk. You hear me? Every time I've called in, you treated me like a nothing. A number, a $, a blip on your computer screen.
Ruben, Will, and the Talk Tech crew are loving it.
You just dismiss me. You disrespect me. You make me feel like I'm absolutely worthless. But I'm not. My cats know I'm not.
I can't imagine what you've been going through.
No, you can't. The wolf doesn't feel for the sheep. The cat doesn't mourn for the mouse.
Oh, I don't know about that. Cats are pretty amazing. Better than most people, anyway.
Insert John looking at Melvin's Facebook profile. He has several pictures in matching outfits with his cats, clearly obsessed with them.
You like cats?
Oh, yeah. I have one little fur baby myself. You?
I have 3, and no, the wounds are too deep. You don't really care about my cats.
That's not true, Melvin. I do. I really do.
You're lying. I've been nothing but nice, thinking it would get me somewhere, but now I know I won't. You'll just talk a good game and then put me on hold until I give up. I demand respect.
You're absolutely right, Melvin. To be honest, we're kind of similar. For a long time, I was the only pretending to care about everything and everyone. I was just trying to control what people thought about me. I needed them to like me. Because the truth is, I didn't really like myself. Then I realized if I wanted something in this life that I had to be the one to walk towards it. I had to demand respect for myself, just like you're doing right now.
Wow.
John locks eyes with Nikki.
So I know you're upset, and I know I've made mistakes in the past, but from here on out, I am here for you, and I'm not going anywhere. I don't care how long it takes or what it costs me to win you over. I'm ready to put in the time.
Nikki blushes. Melvin clears his throat. He's clearly choked up by John's speech.
Well, now it just seems kind of silly, but I was overcharged $286 on my previous billing cycle.
I see that, and you are absolutely right.
I mean, it's more the principle, you understand.
I do, yeah, not a problem. So I'm not only going to refund that overcharge, I'm going to credit your account $100 for all the trouble you've been through.
Oh, no, you don't have to do that.
Yes, I do. Everyone deserves to be treated with dignity and respect, especially the people who rely on us for help. Here at Call Corp, we consider ourselves a family.
Zabka smiles.
And from now on, that's how we're going to treat all our customers. So welcome to the family, Melvin. Have I met all your needs today?
Yes. Yes, you have.
Glad to hear it.
Call Corp bullpen day. Click. The Call Corps erupt in cheers. Nikki embraces John and they kiss passionately. John and Ray catch eyes. Ray gives a look of solemn brotherly approval. Victory montage. Sidebar Cafe. The group celebrates victory over a round of drinks at the Sidebar Cafe. Like a gang of thieves reuniting after a successful heist, John holds Nikki's hands as they celebrate.
A lot of you may not realize this about my brother John, but
Ray's house, living room, day. Ray speaks to millions of followers on a live stream.
he's pretty smart. He's not much to look at, but he's got integrity, which earns him my respect.
Ray flips the camera over to John, who's in a suit, ready to work, eating a bowl of cereal.
Oh, wow. That means a lot, Ray.
Ray flips the camera back to himself.
So I need your help bringing him on board for the next iteration of X-Ray Vision. The Sage siblings.
Call Corp conference room. Ray's declaration echoes over. Zabka stands in front of a group of newly hired employees.
He is a man who has served and sacrificed so much for this company. He has borne it on his shoulders and has moved it forward.
Call Corp a bullpen. John walks through the call center and with various workers watch him with awe, their well-dressed call center savior.
He is a man who has earned his right to a new parking stall and a key to the upstairs bathroom. He is your center supervisor and trainer, Mr. John Hanson.
A round of applause as John steps in and heads to the front. He looks over a group of fresh faces.
Hey everyone, welcome. You're going to learn a lot working here. It may seem to be on the peripheral of society, but you get to help people deal with problems, and that means something. Someone once said that the key to this job was 2 words, quality control. But I beg to differ.
Renaissance Fair Day. A crown is lowered on Carl's head as he is proclaimed king. He unites the kingdom. His queen, sexy sales rep, stands close.
Because it's not always about controlling everything. Sometimes the quality of what's going on is beyond our control.
Conference Center. Tommy wins his Cabo trip at a jazz juice conference. The gang watches proudly. Nikki sips the juice and reacts abrasively.
Sometimes control is what you're yearning for, and at other times, you don't want the responsibility. So when you're on the phone and you're feeling frustrated, it's most likely one of these 2 scenarios.
Call Corp. Long's IT tech support dungeon cubicle day. Long packs her action figures away. She carries her box out as everyone watches.
Trying to control the customer, trying to control your teammates, trying to control your sales numbers. The truth is you don't control anything, not really.
Call Corp. Bullpen John's desk. She walks to the sales floor and sits down at Will's old desk. John gives her a thumbs up.
The only thing you control is how much you care.
Call Corp. Conference room day. John finishes his talk. Nikki enters the room and smiles proudly. John smiles back.
So do yourself a favor and start to care more. Care about the customer, care about how you're speaking to them, care about their needs. At Call Corp, it's not about quality control, it's about quality care.
Fade out.
That's it! We did it! It's a call-off! It's a call-off!
And then during the credits. Good one, John. Good one.
In prison.
But can you stop me from tying these sheets together?
That's what I want at the end is just a bunch of outtakes of Ruben.